by that I mean, hey everybody, welcome to Gatekeepers.
That's not how Twitch works.
It is, because I already hit the button.
Well, yeah, but it still takes a second to go live. They're not going to hear that. It's not even going to be in the VOD.
Yeah, that's true. I think they will. They might see it in the VOD.
They might see it in the VOD.
All right, hopefully we won't be peaking, but
We'll be fine.
I'm going to adjust this down just a tad, and then adjust this back up just a bit, so that, hopefully we don't peak too much. We're going to the red, but only on really highs.
Put Hector in as a DQ right away.
Yeah. Good catch. Not a bad idea. There we go. That should make us a little bit louder.
All right.
There we go. Should be good.
I'm thinking I want to save you two for last for sure.
Okay. So do Dinos variable, Sawtooth, stride, Chompers, Jules?
Yeah, we'll start with us and go down.
Okay, that works.
We'll loop back around.
I like it. And then we'll just stick in winners and let losers catch up. And then
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good. Would you like to join me? Here, I'll jump seats. Make it a little easier. Ooh, is this variable coming up? Okay. Oh, shit. You know what? Get some friendlies. You and Bread get friendlies in. Because you guys shouldn't be fighting for a while. Because Bread has to fight me. You have to fight somebody. So you two play friendlies. And I can solo it for a little bit. Moink. 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 Looks like I'm going to be joined by my lovely assistant, hey_Chompers.
Hello, what is up?
I'm trying to wind up my controller so there's not just a mass of wires over here. Don't want that plugged in. Fan's actually kind of nice. You can leave that one plugged in. Thank you. So Variable Vacancy has been pushing this character and doing a lot with Malo lately. So I'm very excited to see what he's able to accomplish. It is against Dinos, who is known bully, but I still think it'll be a good match.
Indeed, yeah, I'm excited. I am always excited to see the new 4, especially from people who have, stuck with them after all these changes.
We can get in the habit of doing this now because once Smash.gg gets their integration going, me and Craig are going to build a tool that will, I have some ideas for it, and one of them would be, it would pull from that queue to automatically queue up the next game. So if we start getting the habit of that now, that'd be good.
That's cool.
True. That would be a good idea, but we usually get everything done at about 6:30 anyway. So at that point, we kind of just start immediately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can't leave things set up, nor could we start setting up anywhere sooner. No, we can't even do that. We don't have any of the carts or the stream key from Steven. Yeah, it's a little rough. We definitely need to optimize it a bit more if possible. There's room for improvement. We got to fix the bottlenecks. I think for starters, we need some more. We could use some more smelters. We could always use more smelters. So it's good to see you, Chomp.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Been busy boy.
What are you guys doing? That's what I thought. Which microphone? This one? Test. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure I don't peek too high into the microphone. But I'm still, hopefully, audible.
You sound good to me.
That should do it. Alright. Looks like we got the crab.
Oh, he faked me out twice. I had him. It was on Thanos Crag.
Bro.
And then...
That's kind of wild. I'm just warning you now. He's out for blood today. He's got the mix-ups ready and it hasn't even started.
Just to entertain me. He must really like me.
So, of course, Merchant Port, classic AZ start. Variable Vacancy, very much utilizing those firecrackers. Love to see it.
I love
Crag
firecrackers.
is an interesting one, but Crag does really good versus Malo, I feel. His rocks kind of just push away the bombs. Or bounce them back.
I could see it.
So, I get it. He's probably still warming up, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Cragman versus the Jalo is always a fun one.
Yeah.
I also think it's like the funniest matchup in the game.
I think any Malo matchup is the funniest matchup in the game.
It's true! The Malo Ditto is beautiful.
That was actually an insane tech.
It was.
Like,
And it
after
keeps
the
going.
firecracker pop and taking the down.
Oh my god!
What
I'm so
is-
sorry.
Yeah.
Jeebus. Why did that pick up so
I
loud?
don't know.
Anyway,
Whoa.
I think we're good now. I don't think it'll happens, but I think that's good. We found the peak early.
Yeah. We're ironing out the kinks. Ooh, good parry. Okay. Right there, I'd like to see a down smash from Variable.
Absolutely.
That
Down
would
smash strong,
definitely
man.
kill. Yeah. Or even an up smash, but I can understand how I wanted to go for that since it can be weird with connecting.
Oh, yeah.
So down smash.
Ooh, gets the parry kill. Love to see
The
it.
bomb parry, that's awesome.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Throw it. Okay.
Okay, something I'm kind of...
Wait a minute, it's coming back down.
Oh. Yeah.
Why is it peeking?
I don't know.
All right, let me do this. Let me do this. We're doing this. I shouldn't maybe be peeking now. I don't know. Hopefully not. We should be good. We should not be peeking now. Does it sound okay? It's peaking for us. Like in our headphones it's peaking. So maybe that's this. If I turn this down. Maybe it's just peaking on our end.
Maybe.
Probably.
Pretty shitty
That's a fair
microphone.
one. That is a fair point. Well, hopefully you can still hear us fine. I just don't usually peak that often.
Mhm.
So I think it was just a little too sensitive. But we should be good now.
For sure. Oh my god, the Papa John there. Something I was like beginning to notice, like as I've watched this matchup more and more, is I feel like you mentioned Crag probably does a really good job at just shutting out Malo. But like specifically, like Crag's specials like Rock and Down B are just so good at creating walls to just keep the bombs out, which I think is
True.
like super huge.
Or even reflect them back. You know?
Yeah.
Which is always good.
Mhm.
Still messing with it because I don't hear my voice.
Mhm.
Sounds weird. I'm too used to it. But I think we're good. No, I agree with you. I think Rock is just really good at bouncing projectiles back.
Mhm.
During game 2. They can play like A friendly, which is, enough. It's enough for some warm up. Right?
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
it.
Take anything you can get.
Absolutely. Using that bomb parry.
Yeah, variable vacancy, utilizing that
I
very
heard
well.
variable go, no! When he got up tilted. I feel you, dude. That's exactly how I feel every time Craig hits me with anything. He's so scary, especially Noah. Okay.
Wow, what a parry. He cleared it. He parried that like it was Clarence up B, where it's just like, yeah, I just walk up to ledge and do this.
Kind of can, though.
Yeah.
If they don't have a bomb. So if they have a bomb, they can mix up their timings and cancel it early and all that.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
they
that
can
was
always cancel it early, but yeah.
that was like in the middle of the down B though, which was interesting. Shenanigans.
Outskilled.
Oh.
Oh, the finisher, no! Bring it back.
Up smash.
Bring back my starter.
And we're last stock. Oh, I peeked it a little bit.
I'm gonna do the same thing I just did for me.
Yeah. Go for it.
Test. Talk to me.
Hello.
Toss. Oh wow, we are really like committed to the game now. But the other things should be good. Let's see this. Test.
Test.
Yeah, I think you can hear us fine now. Man, I can't imagine a headphone output. We do. What we were peeking in is we had it. We have it maxed on one end. Yeah. That's Sound
Sound
goddamn.
God.
It's that good. I gotta change the settings back, Chomp. I'm peeking again.
Yeah.
Why isn't he having it in me? There we go. That should be good.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh my god.
Shenanigans. Love this character.
Bombs interacting with Pillar is so funny. to
Bombs
me.
interacting. Period.
Yeah. Well. Oh.
Okay.
Once again, like, oh my. Like, I mean, I guess if you're ready to recover as Malo, you got to be ready for those techs, right? It's like Crag's learning to recover. Like, it's one of those first, like,
Yeah, you gotta be on
skill floor
top of it.
things. Yeah. It's like you just got to be good at it. And Variable is
Pretty
very
much.
solid at it.
Yeah, no, it's a skill you learn real quick.
Yeah.
Especially because you can very literally grind it. You can just up B into the wall over and over.
Yeah.
Try to pull a little. I have no idea why it's peeking on our ends. All I can think is that it's this.
He wall jumps.
That it's not actually
That was
peeking, and
unfortunate.
that's just our thing being loud in our ears. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
So is it really quiet, or does it sound okay for you? That's just us. They don't hear that. That's to help us from peeking on our own mics and
Yeah.
hearing it like that.
I can hear you just
That was
fine.
solid, though.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Sawtooth and Val.
Ooh.
You were starting to get it. Like, every set I've watched you play, you improve so much. That's a hard-ass matchup, too. Like, Crag can just block off a lot of your bombs, so it makes it really tricky. Oh, bread. All right, that was a pretty solid game.
Yes, it was.
Next up, Sawtooth Stride. That's going to be hype.
Indeed.
Val has gotten really, really good at Monkey.
Absolutely.
Are you excited today?
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
100%. It's a good bracket today.
Jules is going to be practicing on the new box controller they have. So she's still not, like, super into it yet, but let me phrase this better. She's still practicing on it, but she's getting a lot of her misinputs down now. So I think, like, another week or two, and she'll be back up to snuff again.
She was looking really solid in my friendlies with her.
Hell
So, yeah, love to see it. She's catching on real quick. And what is it? What controller is it read as? Do you know? It's like
there's two ways. There's two ports. One's GameCube and one is Xbox.
oh, you can choose like that.
Yeah, it's really
That
nice.
is sick.
It's super nice. That's all Plants, man. Plants makes good controllers.
That is awesome. Shoutouts to Plants.
Such a good song.
I'm sorry, we gotta update the names. Don't choose stage. Don't play. Don't play.
You guys can totally go. It's fine. We'll update
No. No.
it. No.
As I peek the mic again.
I don't know how. I don't get. They don't hear it peaking. I'm just gonna blame it. I'm gonna say Craig took the only good mic, and then it made the other two bad.
More. That might
True.
be
Moore is a
salty,
very
so-
strong player. They make it to every event too. It's crazy. They're grinding.
Ho Dojo. Winners round 1. Enter. Save.
Obadoba.
Yes, we're here. We're. What?
You just typed in Sawtooth. So I typed in Sylvana.
No,
Why is that?
wait.
Well, first of all, Sawtooth is his
It's-
name. My bad.
So
All the way around.
So this auto. Why does it autofill then? What is
Because
it?
somebody else typoed it. Somebody
it's-
else typoed it and it saved it. Is what happened.
What? Wait, where was the typo? I didn't even see it.
They were reversed.
Oh, okay. I didn't even. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That bugs me though. Anyway, we are here. We have the dog and the monkey.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Again, Val has gotten really good recently with the monkey. So I'm excited. say something? I want to make sure it's not peeking too much.
I'm just excited to see these two play.
There we go.
They sound pretty good.
Yeah, I think we're good now. Hopefully not too quiet for the stream, but you'll tell us.
Yeah, let us know. Two very oddball characters.
Oh, yeah. The monkey and the dog.
Oh, the Nair. Hold in there. It makes me feel at home.
Hold in there is scary. Has like the splash box on it.
Yeah.
Splash you later.
It's like if you combined Edalus Nair and Zetter Nair and gave it a splash hitbox. And you're just like, yeah.
You take Edalus's Nair and you make him more of a water character. It's about right. Whoa, so close. Good DI by.
Oh.
Well, good reaction by Sawtooth.
Yeah. That was a really good read. And I mean, even if he missed that, he's recovering.
It's true.
Like, from a dare that high off stage, like, even if Val, for some reason, whether it was delaying the recovery or getting there quicker than Sawtooth expected, Sawtooth was living. So, very smart, very good pressure on that edge guard, taking game one. Triple pawns. There are lights there. I just noticed.
Yeah,
On the
there's like
light
little
side.
lights in the top left.
That's really cool.
Yeah, someone's decorating.
Yeah.
Do you think the Tropical King puts them up there, like his tropical servants? Or do you
Like,
think
yeah.
other people come in?
Yeah, the little fish.
They
just,
jump
like,
out with like a light in
shoots
their
them
mouth
up.
and they just hook it on there.
Yeah.
I like it. How dense do you think those lights are? They probably sink, right?
I don't know.
Otherwise, it'd be really hard for the fish to like. Or maybe they like make them and then float up to the top,
Yeah, maybe.
and they just jump out like a dolphin.
If you look close enough, like in one of those lights, it's actually one of the fish.
He's just wiggling in there.
Yeah.
It's like, guys.
Great tech, but yeah, Sawtooth is all over that.
But Val coming back with a vengeance. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Like it looks like a relatively easier cleanup on the edge guard if Hodan doesn't have a double jump
Oh, wow.
or an air dodge. In that case,
I almost wonder
'cause
if not up being safer there. Just canceling the down B.
maybe.
It's hard to say because you also want to hit the up B to kill him, right? So, so I know what they were thinking, but tricky.
Oh,
Sawtooth just closing out these stocks super early. He's not letting anything go to chance.
yeah.
And that's important for itself.
Yeah, he's been Sawtooth has been finding some really sick sweet spot fairs lately off stage that I've seen.
Yeah.
I saw a Twitter clip and he just like
Can agree.
He-
Can agree.
he launched off his flower across the entire stage and he just like beep.
His spacing has been just phenomenal lately.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, okay, a little bit of pressure. Sawtooth gonna go a little high there. Val maybe not expecting to have access to that.
Yeah, this isn't away from Val yet. This is 62 and bad. 70 is less bad, but if you can seal out the stock, not too bad.
The big thing with Sylve too is I don't really mind falling behind him %. I mind dying. If I'm down a stock, it's really scary because then he's gonna get you to 100 like without even blinking, right? But take a little bit of damage. As long as he doesn't kill you, you're fine. But if he finds a confirm like the good boy, that's gonna be hard.
Yeah, I kind of noticed there, and I think it was like a late F's match, which is why it was so weak, maybe. But hit Sawtooth like 120 something after the hit, and I wasn't surprised that it didn't kill, but I was surprised at like how far it sent him. Like
okay.
it was like barely over like the side platform. I was like, huh, kind of expect that to send a little further, but
For sure.
at least at that percent anyway. But Spirit Tree, we're going to a very small stage.
Ooh, that was a cute little confirm. I like Val's like options. Their combo routes are really fun.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I was gonna say I liked the up air out of hit stun. That honestly, that's very Sylve-esque.
Yeah, it is.
I saw from Parker recently. Is like he was up airing out of combos, and I was like, oh crap, that's a
little
thing.
bit of charge in that. I think he had that stock.
Yeah,
Heaving the monkey.
indeed.
I really like this. So we were talking about the summer skin earlier. I like the dad vibe. that Hodan gives.
Yeah,
You know, with the
absolutely.
full like grill going.
Oh,
Oh, that's terrible.
I think they double jumped like right before getting
Nah.
bitten, and like they expected to like buffer a double jump like up air out of that. Is probably what caused that SD maybe. Just theorizing.
Ooh.
Yeah, 3 stocks to 1. This isn't ideal, but if Val can get like an up tilt, honestly at all, I feel like you can cover so much space and threaten so many options on this stage. Because if you DIN, granted a little bit of arthritis maybe, but if you DIN, you're exploding the up B, and if you DI out, you can probably, you're guaranteed stage control as Hodan, so.
No, pretty much. I agree with you. I'm a little bit sleepy today. It's been a long week.
Oh, gets the parry. Oh, wow. Okay, that didn't even Galaxy. That was hard. Like, yeah, cause like maybe that's a weird trap. Cause like you.
Was the audio work? Oh, are they? You wouldn't really be able to. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Next up, Chompers versus Jules.
Oh, okay.
Chompers going once, going twice. Chompers has been DQ'd.
Yes, that's what I wanted. I told I told Noah that I entered for a prank, like as a prank, like I'm.
Wouldn't it be
DQing.
funny?
I'm here, but I was just gonna leave.
Moip, moip, moip. What's up? No, down below.
Like, fuck, you will. What you meant to say is you can hop on with me next time.
True. We're going up next. Play friendly.
You're complaining you wouldn't have time to warm up, and you're not even warming up.
Yeah, he meant warm up for commentary. He wants to warm up for grants.
But he's supposed to be in Grands.
Yeah, we decided to throw and commentate our own set this time.
Oh, that's kind of sick. I'm also rooting for more with 3 exclamation marks. That's my
Yeah, like I
favorite
said, they're stacked. They haven't lost a single event, and they go to every tournament.
That's true.
Like they travel out of state, out of region, cross games.
It's crazy, for real.
Insane. The only other player I've seen with as much dedication is Bai, but they have a really bad record in most games they play.
Yeah, that's true.
But they're determined. Stick with it.
Everyone uses the Palm song. I mean, it's a good song, but like I like the other songs
I
too.
like the Mala one a lot.
Mala one's really good. So these two have 0 sets this season.
That's actually somewhat common because there's a gap. I feel like Matt went to a lot, like every set at the start, or every event at the start, and then he like disappeared. And when he disappeared was like when the other half of the community started attending things again. So it's just like, bring us back, bring it back.
Yeah, there's a lot of new data coming in hot this bracket.
Oh yeah.
They get to witness. Everyone gets to witness history. Easy Rivals, Furry Smash Fighter history.
And Jules been getting a lot better. They've been doing some work.
Yeah, she's. I think the biggest challenge for her right now is adjusting. She decided to switch full time to a box controller.
That movement looks really good with it.
Yeah, she's definitely been practicing, putting in the time with it. Just still very new to tournaments with the box controller. Like her first one was at Craig's last week, and she SD'd almost all of her stocks. But she's put in a lot of time since then, just getting used to moving around on it.
You know what that stands for?
What?
Oh, we'll see in a second.
What's it stand for?
Well, I'm going to put pop back up so I can find out. He doesn't have an attack yet. No, go back. It was really funny.
Oh, he has B as an attack. Unfold.
Unfold. So it actually stands for whenever he goes up to play with his Atlas, right? He has to unfold this just massive fire hose. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has it wound up so it doesn't get in the way when he walks.
Why does he need a fire hose to play the ice character?
Water characters.
Ah.
What do you think he makes all the
Oh, I see. So he like, Atlas is like a Zamboni.
Yes. 100%. It's kind of crazy, right?
A little bit.
Gets it folded up.
Aha. The cameras are a little better now. Jules.
I like Jules. See that right there? I like Jules. That's me. And someone's like, do you want to ban? I'm like, do you want to go to Merchant? No. And they go for the fist, like the Rock Paper Scissors. Like, nah, fuck that, dude. You banned that.
Yeah. That's
your
why.
problem.
That's why I always do Rock, because I just let my opponent choose if they want to or not.
Pretty much. It's like, dude, listen. You don't want to go to Merchant for it? That's your fault. Don't make me have to do extra work now.
It's never ending whenever I play with Matt, because I'm like, you ban first. And he's like, no, you ban first. And I'm like, no, you ban first.
I'm like, hey, Matt, do you want to go to Merchant? And he goes, no. And then he bans Merchant first.
It's so fucked up.
It's mean.
So what we just saw right there in that first interaction with Chompers off stage is something I think is going to be very important throughout the whole set.
Ooh, a little movement.
When Atlas is upping, he's projectile immune, and that counts for the crystal field.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. That's
Yes.
really useful.
So when he's in his projectile immunity from the up B, he cannot be frozen.
Yo, Jules kind of doing some work this first stock. Really being tricky with their...
Good DI.
She's being really tricky with her focus cancels. And I think that's making it kind of hard for Chomp to react quickly.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Is like Atlas does have this burst movement, right? But he kind of has to commit to it once he really commits to it.
I agree. Ooh,
Breaking
that was actually sneaky, yeah. But unfortunate for her, Atlas has to attack to move.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? And that's why like having the crystal on the ground is actually not going to do a whole lot in this set.
But if you
feel.
could set just a little bit up, it'd be really good. Just like
Yeah,
right above
it's
dash
just like a
attack.
little short hump.
Ooh,
there
that
you go.
was clean. What was that? Like bear into F strong?
Yeah, that was Bear F strong. It was a good catch.
That's really nice.
Look how precise she is with this thing.
She's definitely showing that she's way more practiced than the last Craig's Castle.
Yeah, I think that was her first time using it.
And she's been grinding. I've been seeing her in matchmaking. So.
Yeah, she streamed 3 times in the last 2 days.
She's streaming more than once a day rivals.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
she's an absolute fucking unit. What a champ.
Yeah, she's definitely been going really hard in the rivals. That's good to see. Love to see the fresh blood.
I love to see new blood just get hopelessly sucked into this game. Just like us.
Happens.
Happens in hockey, brother.
We do make it look really good.
Yeah, we do. Especially our sets.
There's something to watch. That's
Ooh, she went for the ladder, but that was
Do you
really
think
good
the
awareness.
First up air could have just killed with up air.
I think it's possible.
I feel like it would require some bad DI maybe.
I feel like Matt would have lived it, and it would have required. See, there it was again.
So good.
Yeah, it's very strong. Ooh. I feel like actually like this matchup would be pretty
Awful.
yeah,
Otherwise,
be nigh unplayable without that projectile
it would
immunity.
be like those. No, I mean she actually is really good at guarding a lot of characters with it,
She is.
but not to that degree. With Atlas, he would just be a big dumb like target, right?
Yeah, like her ledge trapping
that.
is going to be really good, and Atlas can kind of ignore that, which is a bit of a struggle if you're not timing it right. I like the awareness to do the down tilt 2 there to break the armor.
Agreed.
She's feeling good. Look at her.
Yeah, no, she's doing good too. That first game was not a wash by any means.
No, she you can tell like how much more precise she is with that box. Like her hit falls were like instant.
It's nice. It feels really
nice.
good to see it. Having a good Olympia is good practice. Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always good to have a new
yeah.
a player get really good with the character.
Okay. Here we
We
go.
have to. Who do we have? What do we have actors of? We have a lot of clowns. We're gonna make Kevin and Trinelli name now.
We really don't have a lot of Clarence anymore.
Yeah, we have enough.
We have too many.
Listen, I'm trying to help him out. I'm trying to help us out.
I'm gonna switch to 4s. Don't worry.
Well, then we need a Claren again. You don't have to make someone else.
We
do
have
that.
Kev.
You're gonna really put all that burden on him.
It's
fucked
not
up.
my fault he's still playing a terrible character, obviously. Oh, she knew she had to DI out, but she didn't know she had to drift in.
It's so hard. It's so hard. Some of the DI for this game is actually really tricky to learn.
Yeah, those
lot of
bear
knowledge
chains
checks.
in particular are just a motherfucker.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like the Chompers classic. Hell, you've been hit by a billion of them. I've been hit by a billion of them.
Oh yeah. Wasn't
Who
quite
knows he hasn't.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Okay.
Really sneaky, went right under that bear.
That's the nice part about the focus cancel is if you time that right, you can just get right past the icicles.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What the fuck, dude? Noah's toxic.
Noah, fuck off. See you tonight. Ahaha.
You're so toxic, he's gonna make you play League tonight now.
Joke's on him. I won't have any time to.
He's gonna want you to channel that energy into something productive.
Something productive. I gotta use my hate somehow. My rage.
Can't let it go to waste.
Oh no! Accidentally got frozen.
Oh no, not again, Chompers! Okay, we're fine.
He's so handsome when he's doing bear chains.
He is intimidating.
That's what I said.
He's imposing.
That's what I said.
Tall, brooding.
Ooh. Oh, misses the attack. There it is. Takes her both hands off the box so she can do thumbs up.
Jules is the best.
What a champ.
Ooh.
Oh, here we go. Here's a
okay. Something cooking.
Yeah, unfortunately, really, I think needed to get a lot more from that. Like,
yeah.
she, I could see like the future where she got like 6 up airs from it, right?
Oh yeah, easily.
That future did not come to pass.
Optimizing your combo game when your opponent is like stuck is huge.
For sure. I mean, like, she's gonna have her own versions of like the freeze punishes, you know? Because like you have to pay attention to your opponent actually being in the air.
It's like almost like a bubble.
Yeah, it is a little more like a bubble. It's a really fast bubble. Here we go. It's an interesting stage to pick in this matchup.
I don't know enough about Olympia to say how I feel about it, you know?
The way I feel about it is any stage that is mostly flat is not going to feel great, right?
It's true. Still Atlas.
But she does have a lot of movement mix-ups and is able to utilize these platforms really well, so I feel like it's probably okay.
I'm hearing her side B cancel off of Crystal without seeing the side B start.
Yeah.
Tink, tink, tink,
She's
tink,
just
tink.
that fast with it. Ooh. Catches with the pick. She doesn't care.
Yes, Chompers. Don't worry about it.
All right.
You know, I think if he was still in the crystal field when she hit him with that F strong, she maybe could have killed him off it.
I think so.
So I think the charge wasn't worth losing the crystal in that situation.
I think I agree. Man.
But that's a hard thing with this character. That's like that's a thing you have to decide.
It's she has to commit like everything to go off stage for these big plays, and like it's so risky because if you miss, you just used everything. Like you're so dead.
He had armor. I didn't even realize he was armored because he was in crystal at the same time.
Yeah, the crystal like took away the armor color.
Huh.
It was strange.
Yeah.
Actually, I
You
want to
say one, but he wants actually 6 back airs in a row. No, actually do it!
You asshole!
If you hear peeking, by the way, that's only on our end, apparently.
Yeah, I know.
We checked with
It's
him.
been like that for like a month.
I don't know why. It's bugging me.
I don't know.
I have to play with it more. You're evil. There was a very common Chompers hack.
Not dead. Character's so fat.
Another common Chompers hack.
Jules agrees with me. You can hear, why won't he die?
The only
There
way
we
to
go.
ever see him die is if he has these. He has a cheat on right now. That makes he just literally he takes a knockback and then he gets 60% every stock.
I see. All right, there it is. Jules putting up in a pretty decent
Absolutely.
fight with her new controller there.
It's so choppy
looking
at the end
good.
of the day, but Jules is starting to turn it up a lot. And I think a week or so, they're going to be back to where they were and then some with this new
Yeah,
controller.
no, I
So,
agree. I agree.
Next up, it's me.
It's you. You get to go play Bread. Your lovely round 1.
It's been a while. I'm excited.
It has.
Oh,
You guys are 1-1. All right. Maple. Bread.
Do I have time?
Hi, Jules.
Who am I playing?
You. Oh, hold on, let me.
So it's like,
Chompers, Jules. You've got time. You are waiting for the loser of this, actually. What is wrong with you? Hey, Matt. Ahaha. Ahaha. Oh. Oh.
Hey Noah, happy anniversary.
Hey, happy anniversary. It's our big 1-0-0.
Oh. Wouldn't it be romantic if we just DQ'd against each other?
You want to
so it could just always be our anniversary.
Holy shit, we both quit the game right now. I'd be okay with it. I go out on top. I'm like, yeah, dude, I got number 11. I'm the 11th best player in the world. That's my prediction of what I got. I think I get 11 this season. I'm down with it. And everyone's just
Hell
like, yeah, dude, Chompers was the best Daedalus. He didn't even get ranked the last season. Just everybody knows it.
I don't know if I'm the best. I'm working on it.
Well, you're the best in my heart.
Oh. Oh, you got the names and everything? Babe, you are on top of it.
Damn right. Yeah, so fun fact, these two are only 1-1 this season. They've only played twice.
That's just poetic because these two literally have gone back and forth since the beginning of time.
They actually have. No matter how high either one of them punches above their weight, they're just right there to just beat each other all the time.
Yeah. I still need to buy that skin. I
Cheeto!
just remembered. Oh, she gets scared! I can't even see her, but I can see she's shook.
I got to see it at low tide because it was on Steven's setup for the stream.
Oh.
So I was like, dude, I'm buying this the second it comes out. It's Chester Cheetah, and it's got a little dragon guy, and it's for charity. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Go buy it now. Goaty Maple.
What is
Tune into Goaty.
What does the Lily wrap look like? Or just wrap in general, I guess.
I'm
you know.
not sure, actually.
Is it just like a ring Cheeto Puff Cheeto? It's like a ring, it's just like...
I don't know, but I hope so now.
It would have to be.
There they are.
Just one. Like a big ring.
God, why is the camera Huh. You can only see only his head. It's angled so high.
Well, I think
Your camera's angled so high, we only see your head. Oh, God. There you go.
Sick.
I started expecting him to do, the Riddler monologue. Riddle me this, Batman.
Riddle me this, Breadstick.
All right.
We're going to Merchant.
I love Merchant.
Going to the beach. Stepping out of the beach. Doot, 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 doot.
All right.
Stepping out of the beach. Doot, doot, doot.
Oh, this is technically round 2 now.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we are going straight into it. This is a rivalry for the ages.
Yeah.
They are they're just casually talking in the middle of their set too. I love these guys. They these two have been dead even since time began.
Yeah, these two have been playing literally for 5 years now.
Yeah.
Since 2017.
They were going even before I started playing the game.
Yeah. Straight up.
Uh-oh.
Oh. That was definitely the combo range for up till up air, but
whoa, that cloud!
But I think with a matchup like these two, you gotta imagine sometimes the simple stuff just like gets by you because of like I'd imagine Zora's probably like very very ambiguous with like the slight DIs, the drifts, and all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Bread just going for the consistent nair to get this damage, and he's holding this lead pretty well because of it.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that Bread definitely has going for him is just, like, when you're playing against a Maple, right, you have to be able to be super scrappy because it's what the Maple's going to be bad against, right?
Right.
And Bread also plays like a really honest neutral, kind of the way that Zach does. So they're playing on the same playing field, but Bread is playing a character that's just a little bit better at those close calls.
Right.
Woo. And also just outright has more kill power, too. There it is.
Yeah, that stuff.
So finally getting a stock. We're still a whole stock down for Zora, though. Okay. He's just on these chases today.
Brutal. Yeah, catching the DI out, too, on those down tilts.
Yeah, I mean, and just the timing is impeccable. Like, he didn't even have a chance to tech.
Yeah. That's one of those things, right, where, like, you're at a low percent, and you think, okay, well, I don't want to get comboed. I'm living for a while. I can afford to just hold out and then reset neutral. But the reality is, an Orcane will teach you, Raster will teach you. If you just hold out at 0, he actually still can combo you
Yeah.
and kill you. So it's a weird game, like a weird battle of wits, where it's like you want to DI in and you're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna take this free damage, but I don't want to be like consistent and give it to you, to where it's like you're just always DIing a certain way at like a low percent.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Is like you have to be so good at mixing up your DI. Otherwise, you are just gonna explode, man. Like, and honestly, that's true for both his characters, because we're seeing the abs that come out now too. Like, she has the ability to chase you down. If it's not her, it's with the cloud, right? And ping pong you right back to her.
Yeah.
So you have to just always be so ultra aware of everything.
Yeah.
And that's a difficult ask, especially when, like, Breadstick is so good at mixing it up. Like, it's fucked up, man. He's good.
Yeah.
He's this good with 2 characters.
Yeah, he's like the one true co-man I've ever seen.
Yeah.
In Rivals. Like, there are random mains, and I think of Sub-Zero and like maybe some other people that I'm just not thinking of right now, but the one true co-main straight up is Bread.
Oh my god, no!
That was an insane catch. Like, he caught Bread detonating a cloud or something, or like trying to pop it?
Yeah, it was something. So I've played Zach a
jumped.
lot with my Force Burn, right? And he's just always been so good at catching these vertical stalls. I feel like it's like asking for death against him.
And I think that was literally a kill at 69%.
It was, yeah.
Which is nuts.
And that's a huge reversal of what we saw the last game already, too. Oh, didn't go for the upper. He actually would have killed if he went for it, but
Yeah.
maybe wasn't confident in the read.
Ooh, good jump there. The reverse down tilt.
They're not quite going to do it. There it is. The Nair Tether Nair. I like it.
Yeah.
That's a move that we've finally seen Zora be a lot more willing to use. Oh, he
Nair.
thought he had a jump. He still made it?
That, I swear that was like a pixel. If
It
it was a
had to
pixel
be.
lower, unless I don't like understand the visual, right? Like maybe it's the walls extends lower than the visual. I don't know. That looked wonky though.
Yeah, that was like half Maple's body was just hanging off the
Yeah.
side, ready to fall a million miles to the ground below.
Yeah.
Ooh. That was I didn't mention it, but that kill Breadstick got, that was the second time we've seen him call out a tether above on recovery.
Interesting. I kind of noticed this at Craig's Castle too. I know Zora's been going for this tether above instant down B a lot.
Yes.
And it's good if your opponent's not ready to punish it. So it'll be interesting to see what Brett has to respond to that with.
Ooh, this is actually a really scary place for Zora to be because he's literally like 3 fares away from losing.
Yeah.
That is the unfortunate reality. Oh, his tether is gone.
Yeah.
Or wait, no, the mark was still there. He just didn't tether.
It.
Oh, he got remarked. All right.
Yeah.
All right, I want you to lose now. Fuck you. I wanted him to lose the whole time. All right. Bread flipping the coin, sticking to the Absa. And
Yep.
we're 1-1. Just like them this season. Oh, my God.
Wow.
All right, we've got the Tempest ban because Zora's a coward.
I'd take Absa to Tempest.
I'd take Absa to Tempest.
I'd take Absa to Tempest.
I just don't get. He's literally banning banning Maple's best stage. Obviously, he just wants it to be more fair. You know.
For real. Zora throwing.
I'd believe it. He's a notorious thrower, actually. Ooh, tower.
You know what's crazy? These two are starting a best-of-3 set right now.
They are. It's always funny when you think about it like that, right? It's like,
I have never thought about it until now. I just realized, like, yo.
yeah, it's just like how like if they both like SD or zero to death in the first like 30 seconds, they're just playing like Smash 4 now.
Yeah.
Oh, like this. See,
Pretty
we might see it.
Yeah.
So
That
Zora going up big time with that fair.
Yeah, that was just such a clean stock. And he's slowing it down, trying to hold this lead.
That was it was a nice touch. You know, you said slowing it down, and then you checked your watch.
I got a notification.
Ah. Uh-oh.
My smart. It's not a smartwatch, but it's smart and a watch. So you know.
So you admit it's a smart watch.
Yes,
I knew it.
I knew you would be.
Oh,
That
shit.
air dodge.
Yeah.
That was like. That was really interesting and probably like the one perfect angle for Bread to air dodge and live there.
Like, unironically, it was, there's probably, like, 3 other situations where that ever worked.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. But double F dog. That's got to be a misinput. Brett's flubbing a little bit now. You can see it in, like, these recoveries. And Zora's just really running away with it. I mean, that was a 3 stock. That's a big reversal of momentum.
I'm liking these really bold choices, like, off the top.
Yeah.
That I'm seeing from Zora. Like, you generally see him, like, when he goes down there deep off stage, you know, we've seen it, going for those deep airs. And whether it works or not, depends. But off the top, like, that's really cool. Like, we saw it in the Aramata game, too, where he just snuck that up air. So that's really cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been a vertical killer for sure. That's kind of that's always been the main way he kills. Is like it's pretty much always like the tether up airs, or the tether nairs, or the
Indeed. He randomed it. What a rascal.
He randomed the first one too.
Oh,
like
I
that's how they
didn't
got
notice.
tower. Ooh. I think this is very unfortunate for Bread that they got this stage. I think that was also very unfortunate DI.
The lower top blast zone definitely isn't helping Bread with DIing tether up air.
Yeah, and also like on this stage, for both of them, to be honest, you are just always going to be off stage. This is a really, really hard place to escape any of these combos. Okay,
Yeah.
actually manages to sneak past the bubbles there.
Like, looking at both of these characters, it's clear that Maple has the horizontal speed to just, you know, force Orcane to panic. So as Bread, or like as Orcane in general, like, if you get a hit, you really like need to capitalize on absolutely everything.
100%. I feel like ever since the first game, we've seen Bread just slowly like make more and more floods, especially in neutral. Like, we just saw him mash like 3 different buttons, and Zora just waited and hit him with Nair. And he's missing a lot of these kill confirms now. He was getting the first game or 2.
Yeah. Yeah, and Zora's playing at like a very
There it is.
he's being very ambiguous with like his intention of like how quick he's playing and like just hot and cold, like flooring it and just like being very aggressive and then just like full hopping, waiting for Bread to commit to an option.
Yeah, that's why like here's a bunch of damage actually.
Oh.
All right. Okay, that's the breadstick I wanted to see. We're back.
Yeah, one ballsy parry, and it's, do I dare say, even.
Ooh, I think as long as he's off stage, it's anything but even.
Yeah.
Oh,
no
he has
double jump.
Yeah, no double jump.
The
Good tech.
Lily.
Oh, and he bamboozled him. Zach didn't get the side B parry.
Yeah, the Lily was his get out of jail free card right there.
It was. It's you could tell that Zora was trying to cover an option after teching the Lily, but he just couldn't quite find the spacing he needed. But it doesn't matter anyways. They
Cleans
go
it
back
up.
to neutral. Yep, just cleans it up with a nice little down tilt fair.
Yeah, Brett almost pulled that back, but Zora just cleaned it up, holding his lead.
Yeah, finally breaking the record they've had since the start of the season too.
They'll meet in losers
Yeah, they will.
to fix that, set that straight.
Man, that's crazy. They were even just like we are. They're 1-1. We're
And then
8-8.
And then next weekly, we're going to see him in Grands, and whenever it's Game 5, we're going to be like, it's 2-2, just like their record. In the reset, and we'll be like, 2, the second set.
That'd be hype. All right, I'm going to go play Sawtooth.
Alrighty. Plastic.
Breadstick's hype. Breadstick is super good. So what he said after was very important, which was like, hey, stick to the Orcane and like practice that one because that one's a better matchup for you right now. And his reply was, no, not yet. My Absa still needs to learn more about the matchup, so I'm going to use more Absa. And I respect the hell out of that. He's like, if it's a monthly, yeah, I'll go Orcane. But at a weekly, I'm going to practice. I respect the hell out of that. Can't be
Yeah,
mad.
absolutely.
Next up, though, is going to be Classic Dinos Sawtooth. That's going to be fun.
That's crazy, bro.
Crazy, man.
Winners, semis,
Yeah, let's see.
everything. I don't know.
Let's actually start running some of the losers round ones because we can do that now.
Yeah.
What's
I think that's good.
I want to turn the people like
Oh
what we
yeah,
played after.
my eyes noticed it. Like
Okay,
we didn't report it, and I just didn't.
we're gonna do probably this round on. Val versus variable vacancy. There was a lot of V. Breadstick versus Jules. Next round gets on stage. Good for that. Yeah, Breadstick was playing really good that set. I love his grounded neutral. So good. He's so patient.
Yeah. His down tilt strings were very, very, very solid.
Yeah.
I like covering their DI out too. Good
It's so
reactions,
good.
good execution.
Let's see.
They
They have like a way to move the Q route. I have to look into so many different API calls. I'm excited. That's gonna be a fun challenge. And these guys are gonna play off, and then it'll be these guys on. Yeah. What? And not having to use Smash.gg to do things is gonna feel amazing. I can't wait. Who's on comms? This is Zora and Chompers.
That's me.
Yeah, there he is.
It's me, Zora.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Shy Guy.
It's me, Chomp. Shy Guy Beats, hello.
We got ourselves a dog v cat matchup, likely.
Yes.
And that covers the fire characters aside from Mala, right? So,
Yeah, close enough.
so Noah is still actually in the process of icing out Sawtooth, which is pretty good.
Yeah. It's smart. It's actually genius. Oh, and he's gonna ice Sawtooth's water too.
Oh, that's
before
really
he brings
nice of
it to him.
Noah's so good at icing things out, he's going to ice your water before he gives it to you. I know, right?
What a
thoughtful,
genius.
nice young lamb.
Like, yes! I wish I could see it.
I mean, you can see the bear still. He's
Yeah.
really big.
Oh, God bless you.
Is
Parker.
Maple just invisible when she's on player 1 for you? Look in playtest, is she just gone?
I think she's like poking her head out. You can see her.
Parker goes to grab it. Why is it so cold? That's terrifying looking
Doing
with this.
everyone.
With the camera in the way and him dash dancing, he's just a massive tail and like wood and leaf.
Oh my God. He's popping with them bears and them skulls.
Oh no, what did you
Not
do,
sure.
Craig?
Oh no, he's hot.
Oh no, he's hot. Amazing. He's showing off his bear shirt for Matt, and Matt's not even noticing it.
Oh, I've had a long day where I'm like slow on like
Honestly saying.
crazy day at
Turns
work.
into the stage. It's true. He turned any map into forest floor. It's his new final smash.
Sylve is big.
What if in the next game, like Rivals 2, Sylve is just 8 times bigger? Like he's the same exact character, but he just covers like 8 times as much stage. I think I'm gonna do this. Well, we're not gonna do that anymore.
Dan idea. If for whatever ungodly reason that Sylve Dittos happen in doubles, so 4 Sylves on the screen, if one of them howls, the rest of them spontaneously howl regardless of
It
their
forces them.
inputs. Just like Huskies.
Imagine you just knock him off stage and howl.
Yeah.
He's just like, no!
Like, yeah. That'd be so perfect.
That'd be really good.
I'll pitch it to Dan. I'll pitch it to Steven. He would definitely be a fan of that.
I feel like auto prediction should be easy to set up too with that code. I don't know. I want to work with Craig because I think I'm lazy, but I'm inspired to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Gets a gift sub. Oh man. Wild. Well, that sounds pretty cool.
Man, the amount of respect these two have for each other, like, that was such a slow
You gotta.
opening, yeah.
Both these characters can just blow each other up if they get an opening, so.
Mm-hmm. And that's interesting, too, how the game started off with Dinos doing a plat boost, like empty plat boost, like threatening a nair, down air, or whatever. And Sawtooth just full hop faired. And I feel like even if Dinos naired, the fair probably would have beat it. Like, I didn't really consider that luxury in the matchup, just with that disjoint.
It's true. Sawtooth putting a little bit of pressure back on, but he needs to find a stop kind of soon. And you might see him start fishing for more dash attacks, more up tilts. Ooh, not quite. Good DI from Dinos. Whoa, that was cool.
Yeah.
And I feel like if the seed hit like maybe a half a second later, it would have been a really easy confirm.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, and as far as I'm concerned, Omega even.
Yeah, definitely.
And if Sawtooth gets a hit in, like a good hit, you can see that percent just swap.
Mm-hmm.
He will heal from hitting the opponent. It's that strong.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay. And this is kind of what I was getting at. One neutral interaction is kind of all it takes to build up a really good sum of dabblage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I respect that, yeah. A very good reward if you get that full hop dare at that percent, second stock of the game.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like positionally, it's the safer option.
It
to
is.
be center stage.
Odds are you're not going to lose anything by keeping center stage. You just have to be careful not to be too predictable with it.
Right.
Because you're probably not going to get punished, but you'll never get the confirm if they always, DI tech roll out or whatever.
Yeah, because on the contrary, if he were to cover ledge, for example, to full hop dare, Sawtooth
He
goes
could
into
lose stage,
stage.
and in a matchup
That
like
is
this,
huge.
that's gigantic, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, full hop dare on tech faces is something he has become very familiar with. That was really smart, by the way. Sawtooth DI'd down so that he wouldn't get tipper up strongs, but just at that percent, you can't change your drift fast enough, you're dead.
It's a trap, yeah. It's like sometimes you literally just have to hold in and hope they mess up the input or whatever.
Pretty much.
Oh
This
my
is
god,
gross.
he got the grab.
Went for the golf putt, didn't quite get it.
Yeah.
There.
You know, I don't generally see that from Dinos, like going for those double jump
He
grabs
goes for
off
that
stage.
when he's looking for something really dumb.
Yeah.
And that time, he definitely was. The golf putt is one of his favorites, where he just kind of walks you in the blast zone and kills you with Sour there off the side. If it's a purple, bonus points.
Wow.
Sawtooth hit him with the whatever, man. I respect it.
That was such an early kill.
And that's where I think the difference in this matchup really comes down to. I think Claren doesn't have the luxury of rapid damage rack like Sylv does, but Claren's going to find those stocks, if you allow her to, early. Like, you could see yourself feasibly losing a stock as a heavy at like 80-90%. And it doesn't take long to get to 80-90%. On the flip side, Sylv can do 80 or 90% in one attack, so...
I always had this sentiment when I'm fighting Claren as Zedalus, if I'm like 80 or 90, the single most scariest move I can get hit by, like, just on stage
Nair?
is sour up tilt.
Oh, yeah, tipper up strong.
Because I don't go far, I'm a big character, and if they react, I could just explode.
No, I could see it.
Just any move that, like, pops up, like, just a hair, and they can react to it is terrifying at that percent. So, alright, going to Rockwall. I know Sawtooth really likes the stage.
Rockwall's a great stage for both, right? Because Sylv doesn't have that struggle of finding stocks early here. Like, yeah, Claren's killing you at 80, that's fine. I can do it too now. Watch this triple fair, you know? And I feel like edge guarding matters in a different way here. Yup, that's what you were saying. Edge guarding matters differently in this stage. It's about forcing your opponent to DI into things, because DI out raw just will kill. And that's something really good for Sylv, I think. So the more you get your opponent to DI in, the more forward airs and up airs you can land for free. That's the me. It's true. I actually landed a last tipper nair up strong today, and I was really happy. I've been terrible at Claren, so nair up strong is something I struggle with. So getting it the sun feel felt really good. All right, cool. I've osmosis it long enough.
There's something about Dinos' tempo that's different. I can't quite put my finger
Oh, I can
on
tell you
it.
exactly what it is.
There's
He's been
like,
practicing with Schroeder. Schroeder's been talking to him about just
Yeah,
using more empty hops and not always going in first.
yeah, I know. Like I'm noticing, like, because we've seen him for his explosive punish game, and
Now
sometimes
he's learning how to play neutral.
Well, like we've seen it before where like he just explodes and he's just like moving. But like with this, it's like he explodes someone and just like stops, and then like literally the very next hit he gets, it's just another explosion. Like
Sure.
it's
His
terrifying.
punish game is that good that he can now start refining his neutral more. Is how I look at it. Like he's kind of slept on learning how to play a slow defensive neutral, because quite honestly, in Rivals, you don't rush it up in. I know why it wasn't, but like you had to go for it there. I think I just think it's let him too safe. But right, what I was saying. So like I get why he hasn't yet, because in Rivals, quite honestly, you don't really need it until like you can either rely on it at a mid or low level, or you can start learning it late, right? Like there's so many really good Rivals players who just have a very aggressive, very, very rush down approach to the game. And that's rare in a lot of fighting games, especially plot fighters at a top level to see so many. So Dinos is one of those, and he's learning from Stro how to play the Smash 4 game, how to just stall in the air above your opponent, mix up your timings more. To put it bluntly, he's learning how to play the player more instead of relying on just playing the game better. On the flip side, I am awful. I only know how to play the player. Playing the game is really hard.
Yeah, this is pretty uncharacteristic of what we generally see in a matchup. Like, I mean, we've already said it, but
I think it's huge too because he's actually struggled a little bit versus Parker. Not a losing record struggle, but he has lost sets to Parker.
right. Well, not even just like the player matchup, but like in this matchup, the character matchup, like Clarence versus Sylve. Like, if Clarence doesn't get her confirms, like Sylve lives really,
Forever.
really high.
Yeah.
He doesn't die, and sometimes he just lives, and then he takes your second stock before you even take his first. And Noah would, like, you literally would never know that about this matchup if you just watch this set.
Yeah, that's the thing is Noah doesn't really miss his confirms. His weakness was that you could call him out in neutral. Is that he was so eager to hit you that you could usually tell where he was going to be, right? So then if you just space around him, you had to like see like the crescent he would make, like how he would always approach.
Yeah.
And now he's playing different. He's playing on the defense.
And maybe it's a choice where he's like intentionally not like getting damage when he could, just to kind of keep him in that threat range, but kind of prioritize positioning over damage.
Yeah.
It could be. I don't know.
I can see it. I mean, quite honestly, you don't really need damage as Clarion, you need kills.
Yes.
So getting the hit matters less than choosing the right hit you want, right? Like, just because I can hit you with a down tilt doesn't mean I should.
Yeah. That
She's
being
definitely
said,
one of those characters.
this is the first game that I kind of am used to seeing, where Parker's just kind of holding this for stock.
Yeah, I think this is a stage I was telling Parker I want to see him try going to more, because he likes playing the slow defensive game. But one thing I'm noticing is he's at his best when he does it on a small stage. So a stage like this, a stage like Tower, one where he can control the whole stage and both platforms from center stage is huge.
Yeah.
It just gives him the ability to force the opponent into a corner where you just win, you know? And that's what he's doing here so well. And I hope if I play him tonight that he does the same, because I really do think this is going to be one of his best counter picks. I'm glad he's giving it a shot today. I wonder if he could have got... Oh, yeah, he probably was afraid of attack. So I would at least expect it.
Yeah, Sylve kind of plays stage control very interesting here. Like, looking at it, for example, like comparing it to Rock Wall, where Sylve maintains stage from being relatively grounded most of the time. But if you look here, it's like Sylve is pretty comfortable with jumping, and it's not really as much of a commitment because, like, most of the stage he just has a platform to resort to. So
Sure.
And because of that, Classic Dinos isn't having like it is easy of a time getting like these plat drop bears and like all these landing aerials on the ground to get into Dacus confirms, because Sawtooth just isn't there. He doesn't need to be. Oh.
This
in,
could be
down
really
and
bad.
in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always get scared. That was an unfortunate.
Hey, that's all right.
You're still up, bro.
Yeah.
You're up in percent. You just need to find that killing blow.
Yep.
Don't
Just
don't
shrug it
get
off.
too worked up in it.
It is scary
Oh,
because you're at
absolutely.
low percent again. You're in the combo range, but you just can't panic. Oh, he caught the double jump. That was huge, and that was
great
terrifying.
DI.
That was terrifying on treetop.
You have to DI down and out so hard there, otherwise you just die.
Yeah.
Or out, straight out. Not even
Straight out,
down
yeah.
You're gonna go down and out.
Yes.
The spot dodge there.
That was a roll.
No, that is the spot dodge in Rivals.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough.
That's spacing! Okay, now we have two spacing monsters. That was so good! It
Living
did kill.
though. Living.
You are robbed if
That's
you don't
it.
get it here.
Oh my God! I didn't realize he had a double.
Let's go!
But he caught
Parker
that.
is on the board, and man, what a final stock.
Yeah.
Keep your cool, bud. You're doing good.
Yeah, that's what I'm picking up from this matchup is if Sylph can afford to jump without committing too much and applying pressure, he's in a good spot against Clarence.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. That composure was hard to muster, and that right there is kind of proof as to showing just how far Sawtooth's come. Like, when he first joined our scene, he's always been a good player, but we noticed his ability to keep his cool under pressure was hard. It was hard. What was your score, bud? What was that? Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah, Durf. Thank you.
Oh, there's a yeah. I forgot about that.
We got that one right, too. Sweet.
Okay.
Should have marked this as started. Doesn't really matter at this point. But,
Yeah, they
whatever.
started on Forest 4, they went to Rockwall, and then they went to Treetop, so now they're here. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to remember.
Mr. Game 5 himself. It's true.
Ooh, okay. That could be huge, actually. Okay, wait for
Love
the
that
panic.
crouch.
Yeah,
I love that crouch. The telltale crouch underneath a platform.
perfect DI. Oh,
That one was hard.
yeah. Like, I don't think he was holding out, like, for survival, like, at all in reaction to the Nair. I think he was just readying up some option.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
what it
agree.
was, but I think he was
Maybe
readying
Burrow?
something up.
Possible
Maybe.
burrow or something, yeah. Or back there.
Or maybe, like, a double jump out back here into wall
Yeah,
again.
it's always what
yeah,
I'm thinking, yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
And I just think it's just, yeah, it happens. But hey, one stock is not a huge deal in a 3-stock game. You can always bring it back.
Oh. I kind of like that.
It's a lot of fun, Sigmund.
The
we
back.
hear the bullshit.
Deck. Yeah, and Dinos just content, slowing it down, holding stage. It's big enough too where he can kind of control the pacing again too. Whereas like on Treetop,
It was a little too small.
yeah, you can't afford to just kind of
Like on
slow
this
down
stage,
as much.
you can kind of, maybe that's a big part of it. You can tell when Sawtooth is approaching you because on a big stage like this, he has to get within your range, right? So then once he's there, he has to really work on his, and he was doing this for a while, dash dances. He needs to find that range where he's threatening the opponent without the opponent, make the opponent not feel safe where they are, but don't completely just publicize what you're trying to go for.
Yeah,
That was tricky.
That was just
Well
a
played,
good cleanup.
friends. Yep.
Yeah, like the reality is like Treetop was so good in the matchup because he can cover literally every inch of the actual stage with a full hop
It's true.
or just up smash.
And
like
on that
whatever.
stage, it was just a little bit bigger. It's not even a giant stage. But it was a little bit bigger, and I think that affected things, you know? It just made it so that now, if you wanted to go in on Noah, Noah had space to back up.
Yeah.
He couldn't just full hop and say, I own the game, get off my stage. He full hop, Noah backed up 10 feet, and that's that, right? All right. Next up is me and Chomper. It's going to be a fun one.
Indeed.
Haven't gotten to play you this season, so don't go too hard now. Come on. It's going to be a fun set.
Alrighty.
Yeah. It was really, especially in that last game, he was just spacing just out of it. It's tricky.
It's low key for best card. Oh yeah, I know. That's why he never goes there either.
I'll go there.
But I was tired of
We'll
dying
go
at,
there.
like, literally 110 all 6 of those stops.
It's fair.
So I'm like, fuck it.
Treetop worked though.
Yeah, I literally think that was
Yeah, that's what I really do think you control small stages really, really well. It is. You got it, man. You'll do it. You're still in there, man.
Hello. Speaking of in there, we got Chompers and Zora getting in to position. We got Jules took a game off me. and variable vacancy was taken down by vstride. You will play me. Which, you know, welcome to AZ. Top 8, baby. Woohoo. And vstride will play the loser of Zora Chompers to finish off the bracket update, get everyone back up to speed. Going into it, I don't recall the record between these two, though I imagine it is at least long term probably quite Chompers' favorite. Though we know Zora's taking it, we know he can. It's just really hard for Zach to take it because it goes back and forth, and then when it gets down to the wire, Chompers never die because heavy boy. And all it takes is just that one opening, and with no drift, a single up tilt up smash will take it from the Chomper Wompers. But I know they were talking about it earlier between how Zach and I have played for a very long time. Keep in mind, Chompers has been in the scene for just as long. So it should be no surprise to anyone that the two of these players have played. Let's find out. Let's do some quick research. I imagine about like 60 sets all time. Which in the recent season they are currently 50. 30 to 23 all time. Oh no, 30 to 15. Dang. Crazy. But only once this season, which went Chompers' favorite 3-0, but we'll see how they go here. Chompers a favorite to win the whole thing. Zora, one of the players who can upset him. I don't know where we're going to go. Hopefully Merchant Port, these players, or at least I know for sure Zach is a big believer. Chompers is one of us, so I imagine he is also a believer. Arizona lad. We got everything set up. Zora's on the left, Chompers is on the right. We're good to go. We're just chilling. $5 and 47. Thank you, Frag. That. Am I looking at the wrong thing? Chompers versus Zora? Oh, I'm looking at the rankings. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm silly. I'm dumb. That's their total. Oh, I'm dumb. That's why. Thank you, Frag. Oh, that. Speaking of the classic, this is the most iconic thing. Hold on, I gotta bring this up to the big screen so we can see it. Oh, they can't do it on the little screen on the left. It's gotta be the middle. Okay. All right, but getting themselves warmed up. They're ready to go. I'm good to go. Shoot them the thumbs up. Oh, Chompers banning Merchant. All right. I think some of us have grown detached. It's been an old school. Oh, frozen gates. That's about as far from Merchant Port as you could get. Instead of the lovely warm water of Merchant Port, we're going to the icy frost of the far north. You know where Atlas lives. Look at this cave in the background. Like. I always remember that, like, well, this is underground. So, ice is just frozen water. But there's a big difference between ice and not ice. You know? Just because their chemical composition is the same doesn't mean that they react same to different stimuli. Like, being thrown into. You get thrown into water, ow, it'll hurt, but you're good. This is actually technically underwater because it's all ice. But that's, you know, something else to talk about. Hey, speaking of solo commentary, hi Dinos, bye.
Oh, all right, see you later, dude. He walked away. He actually walked away. You can see him in the cameras right about Hold on. Now. There he is. I waited for him to get up to go do that.
All right, that was absolutely worth it. I apologize to all the players. I shouldn't have done that.
I
was
don't
terrible.
apologize.
But 2-2, even game.
Yeah, I've been really excited to see this because I don't think these two have played this season. Yeah, see, Parker just confirmed it. These two have not played this season, which is absolutely bonkers wonkers.
Crazy.
Yeah, they always have good sets. These are two of the best neutrals I think we have in the entire state. And this is a state with a lot of good neutrals, too. So it's high praise to say that.
I was going to say, I'm not going to argue it. I'm not going to disagree it, but, like, I am not going to agree. Just because I don't want to be part of that contention. There's too much fighting that can go there. That is a hot stove.
It is a hot stove, but, like, man, that just shows you how
the
fucking
patience.
campy these guys are.
Ooh, we waited.
Yeah,
I think what you mean to say is discipline. Discipline is the word.
yeah,
That
they're
down
very...
tilt covered the entire platform and almost killed Zach. Ooh,
It was
scary.
close. This is always a scary percent to be at against the medalist, right? But
97
on
is
the
a scary
flip
percent.
side- Uh-oh.
Damn.
Oh, DI's all the way in.
Yeah. I was talking about that when the set started. It comes down to the wire, and then Zach dies first because he makes one mistake and it's over.
Yeah.
If Chompers makes a mistake, he can, shrug it off. It'll, glance
Yeah.
off. He's a big, heavy boy. Zach has to be absolutely perfect for it to land. Chompers, an up tilt to an up throw, up tilt to up smash at 97. He just can confirm those kills so much easier, and he can survive for so much longer.
And that's the trade-off you make playing a character like Maple, right?
Speed.
Yeah, you get
versus-
that insane speed, but you have to be so much more precise to use it effectively.
Yep.
All right, getting the classic Fire Capital.
They played at Gatekeepers 145, which is technically this season because, extra.
Oh, was it actually this season?
145, yeah, I imagine.
March would have been part of this season, yeah.
Because it's a big season.
Yeah, so what's their record then? It's got to be like 1-0.
I have no idea how this works, by the way. It's being weird. Is Zach alive? Yeah, Zach's
Okay,
alive.
they are
Woo!
literally 1-0. Yeah. They've been to a few of the same tournaments, but never got to play.
Ah.
So
Ooh,
yeah,
he did the turnaround F smash, and he dodged that downer? All right. Both these players going for the throat out the gate, trying to get the kill. Zach setting up Lily.
Okay, good tech.
Great tech, and then I think Zach actually wanted that to happen. I think he wanted to either parry it or bait it out and then punish it, but Chompers was fast enough to land on stage with that wall jump waveland. Ooh, the icicles, and then the nair to cover.
Yo, this is scary.
Ooh, going low.
And this is like
Oh,
this
he's
is the
in
bind.
so much trouble.
Oh no!
He never touched stage. It was such good coverage. Straight up, that started with icicles from a forward smash covering the landing, or covering Zach's ability to land on stage, and then it ended with Zach just got suffocated out.
Yeah, and like this is the bind you get stuck in playing against Edalus, right? Is like
180.
If you ever let him get back, and he gets that armor, it's just gonna be nigh impossible to kill him. Especially for a character like Maple, right? Because, like, I feel like when he's at super high percent with that armor, it's actually quite terrifying to try and catch him.
Oh. He's alive. He's got...
See, there it is. And Zach just does not have a good way to kill him. He actually has to out-neutral the bear.
And Chompers is happy to sit there. He's got armor. He doesn't have to go in.
Here it is.
What's Zach going to do? Come at him?
Exactly.
Just swat him at 220%. Need to kill him through armor.
Yeah. Look at the respect, though. Like, you see Zach is at
There it is.
116. Chompers a full stock up at 0, and he still goes to camp the top platform because he just has that much respect for the player, you know?
He knows one parry.
Yeah, exactly. That's just, like, that's how crazy Zach's punish can be. Especially, like, I mean, we saw the edge guard on that first stock, right? Like, that very nearly was the first stock.
Yeah.
It's by the grace of God that Chompers got back, and then he just ran away with it. He sprinted that marathon. All right. He's thinking. Ooh. Now,
Rock wall.
This is an interesting pick.
I don't know about interesting. I would call this expected.
So, yes, but like, The thing is, and I think one weird quirk about the matchup that no one really talks about is these characters really like the same stages. This probably, like, this very likely could have been Chompers' counterpick too, which I think is very funny.
I believe that. I think, and something to bring up, this was Zach's counterpick initially was Fire Capital, and then it was Rockwall.
Yeah.
He chose Fire Capital first, and now he's like, all right, my back's against the wall. Let's, let's represent it.
Yeah, like he tried to out-neutral the bear, and it was going well, but then as soon as you can't kill him, right,
Fair.
he runs away with that huge lead. Here, you've got some more reliable kill avenues, which is really what Zach needs.
It's significantly more. It's not more difficult. It's impossible for Chompers to DI further out without dying.
Exactly.
Which forces those situations where Zach can just force off the side.
Oh, that tech wave land was nutter butters. Okay. He is really running away with this one so far. Not quite going to kill with the fair.
The
He's
double.
waiting.
Yep.
Look at
Waiting.
the beautiful patience. And he's 2 stocks up. This is by far the most momentum we've seen Zora have.
That power up he gets on. And you know what? I'm going to talk about it. People don't talk about favorite stage power up.
It's very real, for sure.
It's real, right? Even if it's not good in the matchup, even if it's like even, maybe it's favored, right? Doesn't matter. This is like if you are very comfortable on a stage, if you're familiar with it, this is where you go to practice your tech movement, you're going to be stronger. You're going to be more comfortable, and it's going to show.
Oh, uh-oh. Unfortunately.
It's still Rockwell, so you still die,
Yeah.
from like triple fair. But hey, it was still a very strong lead, and we've seen Zach, and Zach had momentum, and now it's gone. But it doesn't matter. Rockwell, die early, die young.
Yeah, like I mean, this really is the stage where you burn the brightest and fastest. You can just get ridiculous kills.
The wait. Set up Lily.
Oh, he was really hoping for that Nair to send him off stage, but still catches it, keeps it going.
I'm actually surprised we didn't see a tether after that F tilt to chase and then F tilt into Lily. Oh my goodness.
Oh, he tried to do the run up.
He's patient.
Okay, he's.
Oh, he could have parried. Oh, he could have parried.
That F-Strong could mean everything.
That was it. Oh, he's alive. No!
Oh, no.
Oh, the controller toss. That's his way of saying, oh, no, I could have won.
Yeah, that F-Strong at the ledge was everything, man. He totally had that game, and he ran away and chose the wrong option.
That was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But good stuff to Chompers, holding the line, showing why he is a savage.
100%.
And we are going to move on to our next set. Zora is not out. He will be playing vstride for still top 8. He's
Yeah, no, I mean, there's all top 8. So we'll run you and Sawtooth next. The 8th set. Parker, it's you and Dominic now. It is. I think maybe you should try removing Fire Capital from your rotation. No? It is. It is. Well, that's why I think you got to try more wacky wild shit.
I'm just saying that might be for question though. For sure.
Yeah. I mean, that's the shitty part, right? Yeah. It is a really hard ask for anyone to fight that man. Yeah, that's the MAPE difference, right? All right. So now jumping into our first losers quarters match. We've got we haven't been doing character data. This is so sad. Yeah. I picked 2, Connor. Yeah. Yeah, that's why Craig's API will be real cool. I mean, it's fine. No one's really switched. The only person that's played a different character this bracket is me. Oh, okay, well, whatever. Yeah. True. That is true. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, it does just depend on who's doing it. There we go. Alright, now we're all right in bracket. Alright. Yeah, I already fixed it. Got entered wrong. Alright. Jumping right in. Losers quarterfinals. We've got Sawtooth and Breadstick. These two are... they've played a lot this season. They've played a lot since Parker moved here, to be honest. It is currently 6-1 in Sawtooth's favor. He has managed to clutch it out basically every time. But when I say clutch it out, I do mean clutch it out. Rarely have they had sets that were not at least game 4. All right, Bread taking a really early stock with that belly flop. Uh-oh, that could have been real bad. Breadstick waiting for the burrow option, and pushes him right back off. Doesn't get too much out of it. That was a clean little wavelength. Look at the waiting. There we go, walling out with bubble a little bit. I love it. I love the patience right now. Just Parker knows that he can't approach really aggressively, and Breadstick knows that he can just play with his lead a little bit and kind of trap Parker on the side of the stage with bubbles. Woo. Getting the puddle back on. Oh, gets the parry baited out. All right, a little too far off the side, but still got a nice little healthy lead here. If he can take a stock real quick, it's going to be looking nice for Breadstick. There it is. Red got a nice stock lead once again. I feel like Parker's playing a little bit he's playing too much to the side of the button. He needs to take center stage more. Because he's giving Bread the go-ahead with this bubble zone that he's putting out. Just kind of letting it happen for the most part. Like right here, like this is where you want to be. That was nice, good awareness. Great parry on the vertical bubbles. It's actually kind of hard to do that. Sneaks past the next bubble wall. Like the fake, the orchid cancel. Catches him, sending him back off stage. Doesn't quite hit with the up air. That one hits. All right. We got Breadstick going up 1-0 with a pretty solid performance. Sawtooth started coming back, for sure. Bands. What will the bands be? I will not stop playing like a bitch. Fuck you, Kev. I love you. Treetop, nice. Woo. I wish you could ban me from chat too. Ooh, Kevin. Hi, Vixie. I'm sorry I didn't get to see you today before we left. Uh-oh. At least, if nothing else, I'll see you next weekend. Or no, not next weekend. Weekend after that. I'm sorry, we had to go. We were running late. You weren't on a call? I was being so considerate and everything. I called Zach to make him come out. Possibly tomorrow? What's tomorrow? In the meantime, while I've been talking to Vixie, Brett has been doing a really nice job of just keeping these bubble walls out. Really getting a lot of percent off of them, and especially as a character like Sylv, Sawtooth is going to have a bit of a hard time dealing with them. Okay. Really good call out on the down tilt. Every percent Breadstick gets right now is just a godsend. Okay, yeah. DM me later. Alright. Upstrong going to catch the puddle on the plat. But such a small stage. Oh, it's really, really hard to get away from the blender that is Orcane. Oh no, that SD. Everybody's shaking their head at that one. But makes it right back up. Using the full invulnerability frames, I like it. Planning his attack. Just having such a hard time making it past these bubble walls. Oh, finally sneaks past, but not until he takes at least 60%. And it's still going, man. Sawtooth has got to get this Breadstick off stage right now. Okay. Oh, the DI out on the back air. That's not good. He's going to have to deal with another bubble wall. Downstrong going to catch the burrow up. Oh, he misses. He doesn't have a pillar. Okay. Almost said pillar. There we go. We've got the puddle back. Good tech. I like that it was smart for Sawtooth to retreat to the platforms right away, knowing Bread was looking for that quick panic option to get it down strong. Ooh. Droplet not going to do it. Keeping him off stage. Avoids the bite with a tech roll. Uh-oh. This is so scary. They're both at ridiculous percents. He went for the up air. Oh, he sneaks on, but the F-Strong gonna cover it, man. Oh. Sawtooth stealing that game. All right. We've got the Fire Capital ban, we've got the Frozen ban, we've got the Rockwall ban. Yeah, I'm not sure if he flipped the coin. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sure he did. He always does. All right. He's been doing this a lot today, going with the random stage. He's like, you know what? I'm going to beat you on any stage. And I hope for his sake it's worth it. Gates is not, it's far from the worst thing you could pick in this situation. I feel like this is a pretty nooch stage. I feel like we've had an abundance of very patient sets today. You know, the season's getting close to the end. Everyone's really trying to win. Especially, I mean, like, these two have a 6-1 record in Sawtooth's favor. Like, I don't blame Bread for trying really hard to play the patient game here, because you need to start evening that record out before the season's over. There's only a month and a half left. Ooh, went for the parry. Didn't get the parry, but ends up catching Sawtooth with the down strong anyways. Ooh, almost gets his parry baited out, but Sawtooth was just a little bit misspaced. Eating a lot of bubble percent already. Couldn't get the vertical parry. Oh, the call out with the up air. Not going to kill on a character like Sylv, but still. All right, not going to live. It's really smart of Parker to keep DIing away at the ledge so that he does not get caught by any up strong confirm nonsense. Ooh, getting caught by the Nair. He's both moving so carefully around the platform. Ooh, gets caught by the side special. Red thinking about getting aggressive for a second. Parker waiting for the option, but up tilt missing. Doesn't get punished for it. Oh, there it is. Calls out an up tilt, and Bread is up a stock once again. So far this set, he's just been really dictating the pace of play. I mean, just his bubble placement has been immaculate. His spacing around the down tilts, so good. Great back air to interrupt any counter aggression here. And his punishes are just so consistent. At the same time, like, Sawtooth has been using really, really creative ways to get around these walls that he's setting up. Oh, and he's making some killer reads. Yeah, he's definitely got something right now. If he wins this and loses 2 APSA games, I might lose my fucking mind. Uh-oh. All right. He's chilling. All right. Catches the missed waveland with an up air. All right. 2-1. Extremely. Coin's rigged. It's rigged. It. Red says it's a good coin. All right. We've got the ban on Firecap, on Air Amanda, and Frozen. Yeah, Coin knows what Brett needs to win. It's true. But every time he loses a game, he's playing with fire, man. Zora says he put a little gum on the APSA side, so it's heavier and always lands on Orcane. All right. So far, we're seeing a whole lot of what we've been seeing, right? Just, yeah, Breadstick setting up these walls with the bubbles and just doing a really good job of playing the center stage and keeping Parker on the fringes of it. Ooh. I think he could have gone for a dash there. But I don't blame him for playing it super safe. Doesn't want to give up anything right now, especially when he has such a nice lead. Finally getting caught by an up tilt, though. Nair's out of the combo. There it is. No tech on the down tilt. Okay. Look at the damage output. He's just so consistent right now. I feel like this is a much different Bread than we even saw playing against Zora earlier. I mean, I feel like he really found something in the last, like, hour or so. Oh, the Orca Hop gonna make him live. Second chance at life. Doesn't catch with the up air. This is a timer you do not want to be on, man. Sawtooth at 118, still struggling to take the first stop from Bread. There it is. The bite gonna do it. But we are one call out away, one parry away from Breadstick having another stock lead in this set. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's crawling back into it. Goes for the weight on the up air. Couldn't quite land it. Ooh, they are playing in the magnifying glass up there. He's got a puddle on deck. That nair bounce! That nair bounce was ascended thinking. It was. It was actually really good over that down tilt. All right. Sawtooth getting a whole bunch of momentum back. But, oh, there it is. All right, we're on last stock. Sawtooth needs to make something happen here, and he's been doing a great job of it so far this game. Oh, you can't get caught there, though. With how consistent Bread's punishes and edguards have been, he just has to play perfectly. Here we go. No puddle. Goes super aggressive out there. Calls out the up tilt. Oh, no. Oh, no, man. That is so sad. Oh, my heart. Oh, man. Yeah. All right. Breadstick starting the slow climb upwards. He's got enough time to make that record even, or even winning, but he cannot drop anymore. All right. 3-1 for Breadstick, and we are moving on. We've got Zora, vstride. Val, play Zach. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's the long season is actually going to help in a lot of ways for our PR discussion, but it's also going to hurt in a lot of ways. We've got a lot of data to go through. There we go. All right. Val, you're player 2. You're player 2, Val. All right. We are getting some Hodan gameplay today. Mod view so troll, man. I tried to mod, but I cannot view. I really like this one. All right. Anyways, we've got Zora versus vstride. This is a matchup I don't think we've seen very much. So should be exciting. vstride always improving, always making big monkey leaps. I like this timeline. These fucking goblins. There we go. All right, getting right into it. We've got the Maple versus the Hodan. A matchup we have not seen really. It's hard to find Hodan gameplay in general right now, just because the character, you know, pretty newly legal. So lots of research to be done. But so far, Val coming up with a little bit of a percent lead. And Zora just, you know, has to play it safe, has to be really careful. You kind of have to approach all of the water characters very, very similarly with Maple, right? Because you know those characters can blow you up on a single mistake. Like their punish games, their advantage states are just so crazy. So you have to approach it really carefully, be super precise, and Zora is doing just that so far, getting his first kill off the top. Uh-oh. Hodan a bit of a big monkey, getting caught in these chains. Look at these bears! Oh no! Oh my god. That is very unfortunate for monkey fans around the world. Alright, getting a kill with the dare. That move is weirdly strong. It's funny. Alright. I like it. Val's just having a very, very hard time actually getting out of these strings. Alright, gets bit by Lily. Whoa, the double down beat cancel. Alright, there it is. Just getting obliterated off the top. Having a real hard time actually getting past these up air catches. I'm interested to see what Zora bans. He's interested to see what he bans too, apparently. He has no fucking clue. Alright, forest floor. I like it. You get your up B kills off the top real nice. However, against an opponent that just killed you like 3 times vertically, I would be a little scared to let them take me here. Personally. Alright. Ooh, getting something started here. Oh, that down smash was a very strange option. Okay. Ooh, charge bear gonna do it off the side. Val taking the first stock. Oh no. Got a little mixed up on where they were supposed to DI there. Okay. Ooh, accidentally dash attacks off the ledge. Gets back with a cheeky little edge cancel, but that could have been real bad. Could have been very unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Hey, buddy. You're joining me midway through Zora vs. vstride. Zora took the first game pretty convincingly. This game started off a vstride favor, but Zora picked it up real quick.
Oh, he needs to... Ooh, okay.
Whoa! That up air mix-up.
Woo! That killed that. That was really... That Galaxy at like 50.
Yeah, he was at 80 after the hit, which, you know, for being that high up, it honestly makes sense for this stage. Really pretty low vertical blast zones, and that's really what you're hoping for, right, if you're playing the Hodan. Oh, wastes
no.
the air dodge.
Oh, yeah.
So that right there is basically how every stock has gone. It's just been up airs off the top because Val doesn't know how to DI him.
Yeah.
But, all right. Looking much better already from the first game. and I'm interested to see where we go. Trouble, I like it. Gives you a little more room to recover. Can get some stuff going off that top plat. I like they're just taking their time throwing the projectiles, you know? It's like, all right, match start, you know the drill.
Yeah.
Oh, catches with the spike hitbox. Nothing really comes of it. Ooh!
Oh,
That Nair is surprisingly like hard to contest sometimes. Just because it's active like a lot.
yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, went for the charge up B, but it trades and he does
Yeah.
not, or they do not get the sweet spot. All right.
oh,
okay.
charge up B is gonna make it back into more hitboxes, but he is able to get back. Oh, he went for the up smash. That would have been pretty good if he got it. Although he's gonna get,
So that down B actually, Val hit down Zora with a down B and canceled it, and definitely could have hit it into a strong. That would have been kind of sick.
Okay.
Wait, that was kind of nutter butters.
Hoden could just do some like goofy burst options.
Yeah, Hoden just is like sometimes he really goes off. You know?
Yeah.
He's committing some real monkey business right now.
Like, I think one thing I've kind of observed about the character is that, like, a lot of his most cheesiest moves, let's say, come out really fast and sometimes go into each other. Like, up strong into up B.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, this is tough.
Oh,
Yeah.
went the wrong way. Definitely could have made it back, but Zora was right there waiting, so.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the only bad part about up strong, right? Is if you hit the weak hit, you are hitting a real weak hit.
yeah.
It does not do very much for you.
Oh, there's the
there
strong
you go.
hit.
All right, we're last stock. Every game's looked better and better so far for Val. Uh-oh. Oh, gets away from the. Oh, no, catches with the uppy. Yeah, see, this is what I love about Rivals. Zach just won the set, and he's immediately telling Val how to beat him next time. All right, I think that means it's me and Chompers. So
All right.
I will go do that.
Oh, wow, we're already winners finals. I'll just move over for you. Alright, let me actually change this. Apparently. Who plays Hoden in Tucson? Oh, Danny? He played the Hoden last time. I don't know if he's maining Hoden though. What the fuck is my brain doing right now? Sam. I'm unfamiliar with Sam. Alright, we got Chompers versus Plastic Dinos next. I'm double checking the record. It looks like they're dead even at 8 apiece this season. So this is the tiebreaker. They've also played, I think recently, the 100th game. So there's that. Eliana is such a weird character. Alright, looks like Dinos is sitting down. Might get this game started pretty soon here. I was using the easy clan? Oh, whatever. Let me also change this to... No, not Dorano. Was very cursed. All right. Dinos going good games before they've even started. Alright. Dinos banning first. Chompers taking a think about it. Banning the Merchant Port. Alright, we're going to Jules Veil or... Alright, Force 4 it is. Oh, nice. Chompers getting in early, but Dino's able to recover with the up B. Ooh, the combo's still kind of going for Chompers though. Oh, looking for the, yeah, that Dacus is not quite gonna hit. It's gonna give Chompers a chance to get his own aggression in. Oh, gets hit by the needles. Oh! The down B is going to do it. Hey, Galaxy too. But Chompers taking a commanding first stock. Oh. Dinos unable to punish off that tip forward air. Ooh! Down smash? Side B, nice. That's gonna even out the stock count. Ooh. Fair armor is not quite gonna last that long. Okay. Chompers going for the spike with the up B, using fair armor to get back. Getting his armor at a pretty early, wow. Getting armor at an early percent could result in some pretty nasty combo, but it's gonna go away with that forward strong. Oh, he went for the grab. Did not get it though. Just gonna keep cheating the recovery with fair armor. Ooh, up air tipper. Patiently waiting for the option to come out, but unable to punish. Well, Dinos is getting the first part of these confirms, but he's struggling to find the second part. That said, Chompers missing the Dacus. Oh, there it is. That's what Dinos was looking for. And Chompers is taking stage control. Oh, nice use of side B, able to get back to stage. He's got his resources back. Avoids the Dacus. Oh! Dino's getting close to bringing the set back. Ooh, back air. He's living though. Ooh, nice use of side B. Ooh, ow. Dino's taking it back. Heating up as the longer the set goes on. Alright. Going to gates. Ooh, looking for the... Tried to get the grab, didn't get it though. Dino's getting 44% off the edge guard, pretty good. But Dino's getting the same back at him. Ooh, these foreigners almost killed. Oh, no, it still did. Dinos was out of resources, could not make it back to stage. Usually you see the back airs ladder people back there, but Chompers able to do it with forward air. Good edge guard from Dinos. Ooh. Oh, misses the... Well, it's kind of like a raw down smash too. I didn't see if anything was trying to confirm into it. Oh, he misses the up smash. Oh, I was going for a back air, I think. Whoa. Chompers with a 2-stock lead and armor. Oh, good parry. Oh. Oh no, Nesty, unfortunate. But still has a whole stock left. Just gonna take stage control. Fair gonna go through the armor. Gets Dinos back to stage. Dinos briefly, he's really trying to take control of center stage here. Good parry on the icicles. Was not able to get too much out of it though. And right back to center stage. Oh, yes! I like that, kind of expecting the deck is kind of waiting for it. Oh, that was really scary. Oh, good parry. There's the spike. He's frozen. Okay, Dino's guessing right. Oh! Oh, he died off the top to that forward air. Maybe one game apiece. All right, now we get to go to Merchant Port. Neutral game going on here. But the side B is going to give... Ooh, nice parry. But Dinos definitely... Or Chompers still in control of the game right now. But Dinos taking it back with the side B. Double tipper. He's got this edge guard going. Side B is not going to connect. He's going to grab. DI's out on the grab. Oh, nice tech. That's going to keep Dinos' edge guard going. Up smash does miss. I think he was looking for a Dacus there and didn't get it. Dacus would have hit. Ooh. Oh, Dacus hits, but not enough to kill Dinos. Nice side B. Doesn't get anything out of it yet. Oh, it barely hits him, guys. Well, the very corner of that hitbox hit him. Ooh, calls out the Dacus of the down smash. Ooh. Looking for the edge guard. Just gonna wait. Oh, back air. Just in time. Calls out the Dacus again. That time is gonna tip it. Oh, icicles. There's the Dacus. We're 2 stocks apiece of 0%. Even game. Chompers just kind of just camping above the stage for a moment there. Trading turns. But Dino's definitely getting a little bit more. Oh, Nair hits. That was kind of wacky. Ooh. Icicle again. Ooh. That's super scary. Oh my gosh. Dinos needs to get back to stage. He's got his resources back. Oh, nice use of the plasma field. Ooh, nice. Great edge guard. See, plasma field is useful for some things. Oh, nice parry. Just a jab check though. Ooh. Up air, up smash. Nice parry. Dino's in control of the stage right now. Oh, he's looking for the up smash. Oh, doesn't get the tipper. Dies to that forward air. Unfortunate. One side of the stage to the other. Whoa. Chompers taking the stock back really commandingly. He's almost got this comeback. Dinos is still off stage. Forward strong is going to take it. Chompers taking the advantage again. One game up. And we're back to Merchant Port. Oh, double down air. Using uppy to just kind of push Dinos back, force him to play some neutral, looking for a way in. Oh, he tried to parry icicles, but it's too far away. Oh, no fair. Ooh. This is a good edge guard for Dinos. He's looking for the grab, but did not get it. Chompers choosing to go high. Ooh. He's kind of expecting an uppy there. Ooh. Okay, yeah, that'll be kind of like that, but did not hit, but it still pushed Chompers back. It's kind of the point. Ooh. Dacus is going to connect, but not going to kill. Chompers got armor. So Dinos is going to have to work to take the stock. Oh no! Ooh. This is really bad for Chompers. For Dinos, I mean. Not anymore because he got back to stage. Oh, good parry! He's going to be punished. And Chompers with the armor again. Oh. Oh, that forward strong. Oh, he's missing these confirms. Side B off the parry is going to take it though. Ooh, nice parry. And just like that, this game is even again. Oh, he took like 70% on one interaction. It's nuts. Oh, nice use of up B. Second hit is going to get Dinos back to stage. But Chompers still in control of the center, making it really hard for Dinos to secure a good position. Oh, and yep, up air is going to take the stock. Armor's back up again. Ooh, good side B. The low profiles, the up air. Oh, side B is not going to do anything with the armor, not unless it tippers. It's kind of seeing the same thing as we did last stop. Chompers can get back, or Dinos, okay, never mind. Dinos can get back to stage, but Chompers is still just holding center stage. Isn't really letting Dinos move around. Oh, that up air. Ooh! Oh, good parry. But this bear is just so scary. Oh, this could be a good punish. Nice. Edgeguarded has... Oh, the down B. And that's going to be the set. Chompers takes it 3-1. Alright, next up we've got Zora versus Breadstick. Where's regular Maple? Question is Breadstick gonna do his coin flip stuff, or is he just going to go arcane? It is losers, so this could be him eliminated. We're player 2, Brad. You're player 2. He flipped the coin, by the way. He's committed. Yup. The AZ experience. Let's see here. What the fuck am I doing? Head to head. Season 17. Alright, we're doing Zora versus Breadstick. They are... I think they're 1-1. Yeah, they are 1 set 2-1. They're now 2-1 from the game earlier today. So now we get to see if Breadstick can even it out. Dinos is a big fan. I've never looked at Absa's crouch before. That's kind of weird looking. Absa's crouch is weird. Yeah. Alright, we're just going to Merchant Port. Thank you, Vixie. I appreciate it. Oh! Harry Seed. Alright, we got some neutral going on. Both players kind of just throwing their projectile around. Oh, Zora kind of committing to the aggression a little bit. Is he able to get it with fair? Ooh, alright. We're back. Oh, nope. I thought we were back to Camp City, but looks like we've got some actual hits happening. Uh-oh. Ooh, nice parry. Ooh, the ping pong. Ooh, cloud pop. Oh, nice. Good call out. Good parry, though. Oh, cloud pop. Oh, fair. Did not go for the second, though. Oh, good. Calling out the aerial approach. Ooh, there we go. Down air into up air. Absa stuff. Ooh. Oh, he went for the fair. That would have been a stock. But did not get it. Ooh! Oh, he went for it again. Oh, Lily kind of actually messing that up. There's the forward air. Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh, Lily kind of being a problem here. Stopping Red from being too aggressive. Now, yeah, now that Lily's not there, he can do the classic Absa stuff. Oh, you're right. Thank you. But I missed what happened. We're actually even. Even game. Oh. This is such an even stock too. Both players just kind of trading even percent. Oh, Lily is gonna stop Breadstick from being too aggressive there with dash attack. Kind of just throwing down smashes out. Zora doing a good job avoiding it. Ooh, there's the wrap. I was not gonna kill yet though, not with down smash. Okay, just setting up Lily again. Man, almost taking it. Thunder line, not gonna hit. And there's the up air, is gonna take the game. And he got the Orcane. It's sploosh splash time. Banning Tempest. Okay, leaving. Oh. Ooh. I didn't know you could do this. He just clicked random. Oh, Lily. Oh, double forward air. He's gonna call out the teleport. Not really call it out as a reaction, but you know what I mean. Taking a early lead to stock. Uh-oh. Ooh, this could be bad. Double forward air. He's living though, but okay. We're back to neutral. Zora not quite able to punish the bubble, the puddle teleport. Gives Breadstick a chance to get his own aggression in and even the stock out a little. Honestly, both characters are at a point where they could die. Yeah, there it is. Great reaction from Zora. Good execution too. Down tilt into up B. Oh. Went for the frame 7. There it is. And it's even. Both players taking the stock really quickly. Oh. Arcane stuff. Down B from Zora is going to stuff out the combo though. Oh. I like the idea though, but Zora expecting the down smash. Going up. Speaking of up, we're getting laddered. Oh, there's the the mark. It's gonna let him do that. Oh no, he died. Oh no, he missed the frame 7. Uh-oh. Zora taking a commanding lead, like first time in this game. Oof. Oh, good parry. Ooh! Oh no, he missed it! Uh-oh. Oh, okay. He's not marked, so Lily's not gonna wrap. But this is in a lot of trouble now. He's out of resources. Has to go for the puddle. He's gonna get punished for it, though. Not able to make the recovery. Zora taking a 2-game lead. I didn't even see him coin flip. He might have just gone for it. Same bands. He just goes random again. These fairs. Oh, not fairs. Forward tilts. Oh, up air. He misses the second one though. Oh no, he misses the recovery. And then he gets the up strong. Good stage for Arcane. They're good randoms. Oh, nice bouncing, but ooh, good reverse side beat from Zora. Oh, oh! Breadstick just noping out of that interaction. It is. Oh no! Yeah, okay. Both players with an SD this game. Uh oh. Whoa! Breadstick with the forward tilt. Oh. Uh oh, that's a wrap. He's gonna get punished for that aggression. This could be Zora's chance. Uh oh. Ooh. Breadstick trying to get the uppy, but still able to close out the stop despite missing it. Alright, he's sticking with Arcane. Definitely not coin flipping at this point. He wants this. Oh, leaving Trouble Pond open. So Breadstick, oh, okay, going to Rockwall. It could be a very explosive game. Ooh. This does take away one of Arcane's biggest advantages in a way, though. Because Arcane is very hard to kill on the side, and Rockwall having such small side blast zones kinda negates that advantage. He almost died there. Oh, almost got the re-wrap. That would have been spicy. And then there's the teleport. Speaking of spicy. Uh-oh. There's the... Yeah, okay. Zora immediately getting the up air ladder. Oh. Oh, good parry. That was a lot of parry stun. What the heck? He was in that parry stun for ages. Ooh. Nair not sending out. Double. So, to escape the up air, you want to DI up. You'll DI out of the multi-hit. You won't get hit by the last one. Doesn't work at all percents, but that is how you DI that. And then Maple, of course, has a mix-up where they can nair you. And if you're DIing up on the nair, then you're going to die anyway. So it ends up being a 50-50. Breadstick takes the second stock with the frame 7. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, he naired that time because he was in the corner. And that's just Galaxy. Uh-oh. Oh, droplet. He's got Puddle down. He's going to get wrapped if he's not careful. Kind of had some DI in a weird way to avoid Lily. Wrap would be disastrous, as with that forward air.
Actually, last week you weren't. You actually punched me. I noticed we have. You guys are showing me.
Well, that's because I went to the platform once and died.
Was that 3-1 or 3-2? Zora. Was that 3-1 or 3-2? Okay, that's what I thought. It felt like a 3-2. And we got Plastic Dinos versus Zora for losers finals. Dinos icing them out. Good set, by the way. Yeah. Yeah. The multi-stage icing. Oh.
I'll be right back.
Jollo. Ah!
I wouldn't do that to you.
Uh-oh. Oh no! Ah! That's very cursed. Neutral game. Oh! The down smash is gonna take it. Oh. These nairs. That's something that Zora has been working on specifically. Zora, the incorrect call out? Oh no! Dino's kind of commanding the stock. Oh no! Oh. Oh, there we go. There's the nair. Oh, nice parry. Oh. Good parry. Oh, ooh. Uh-oh. Zora's in trouble here. He has no resources. Oh, he misses the grab though. Oh no, he's still very in trouble. Yeah. There's not a lot he could have done there. It's so hard to commentate this. They're just memeing. Oh. Forward is just a very forceful handshake. Shake my hand. Maple's trying to get a handshake. Oh. Oh. Neutral game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. Oh. Uppy. Oh, dear. Oh. Ooh, nice combo from Zora. Uh-oh. Up air's gonna stop that combo. Oh, Zora's gotta start it up again. Ooh. Lily gonna keep this going, but side B gonna reverse it. Oh, nice jab. There. Ooh, nice forward air. Zora's gonna take the lead with that. Uh-oh. Dino's trying to call it out with the charge down smash. Did not get it. That down smash will hit though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here's the grab. Good parry. Wrap. He's going for the re-wrap. Didn't get it. Oh. Uh-oh. Don't know what resources Zora has, but it can't be a lot. The forward song's gonna hit. Oh! He's living. But Lily's right there. Yeah. Lily does Lily things. All right. Memphis. Neutral game. Oh dear. Uh-oh. No, Zora. No. Uh-oh. He's doing it again. Someone stop him. Oh, nice nair. Oh my goodness. Oh, nice side B. He's gonna reverse this for Dinos. I don't know why I'm trying to say Chompers. Oh, no tech. Oh, nice recovery. What is going on? I don't... Uh-oh. Woo! Nice. Oh, did not get that forward as strong. Nice, tether fair. Oh, forward strong center kill. Oh no! Oh, nice moonwalk down tilt. Whoop, nice. Got some good old-fashioned neutral game going on here. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Dino's looking for that up air. Oh, jeez. Oh, he's always facing the wrong way for the forward tilt. Oh my goodness. This combo. Kinda nasty. Whoa. Oh, that tippered. It's not gonna kill though. That tippered too. Oh, nice call out. Oh. Ooh, nice forward air. He's gonna take it. 2 stocks apiece. Yep. Zora's Joker arc, dude. I don't even know how to react to that other than to laugh. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, he grabbed. Oh. Oh. Oh no! What the fuck, dude? Alright. We got Plastic Dinos versus Chompers. Ah, fuck, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna switch with you. And apologize to everyone for dropping the mic. It was a very upset. It was so hype I had to slam the headset down.
That was too much fun.
That was fucking cursed. How am I supposed to commentate a set like that?
Correctly.
I hope Jules was around to hear us yell the strongest move.
He did. He yelled it back. You fool. He's a bear. He thrives in cold temperatures. You can't ice out Matt. Oh, gosh. I hope you all enjoyed our performance. We're we're the AZ Rivals troupe. We have a clown circus, and we do this every week. Gosh, oh, it's so much fun.
We are
We're in grands, yeah. Oh my god, I'm a CPU.
What?
I see COM on there because you're probably typing Chompers.
Oh.
Computer player.
My brain has stopped working. I'm gonna use this.
That works. Doing a little HTML div. I like it. No, that's pretty cool. It's a list. You're making a list function. Let me list the times that Chompers has beaten Dinos. It's actually about 9 right now. But if he beats Chompers, we can make a new list, which is the times Dinos has beaten Chomp. And if Dinos wins, then we're at 9. I like that you closed it. Thank you. Don't want to crash the program. Oh, it's a header. Wow, you're not making it H1? If you don't specify the H.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Right.
in most CSSs that won't work.
Oh, what am I doing?
Other side, yeah.
Yeah. I don't actually program in HTML ever.
But you know it. Everyone knows
Vaguely.
HTML to some degree. Everyone knows how to make a header and how to make like divs. And that's all you really need.
Wouldn't it be really funny if the program actually tried to do it?
If it just bolded, like it just became bold and giant. It's like, oh god. Ugh. I'll get rid of him just because it's
Yeah.
making it his name is too long. If it was me, it would work.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, we have to put losers back.
Yeah, it's not the losers.
Stop. Now it's a function. Gambablo. Agreed.
What
the
is this
fuck, Kevin?
soft typed function? Java is the most commonly used programming language.
Java? Yeah. Where's the Gabombo? God. Where's Kevin when you need him? Now I gotta do it. Derogatory and melancholy. Why are people voting on me? What's wrong with you people? You guys are awful. I'll get you guys a new one. Oh man, that is a very small window to do that in.
What an amazing interface. Twitch.tv.
It's important to put his in lowercase, you know? Oh, I didn't give it enough time. Oh, it's gonna cancel it.
Yeah, just
Maybe I can cancel it, refund it. Let's see that. I want to give you guys a little bit more time. So I'm gonna cancel it, sorry. So I'm gonna cancel it. We're gonna refund you. Don't worry, you're getting refunded. We're not robbing yet. You guys get a minute now. Where's the timer? There it
There it
is. Fucking. Okay, there you go. Good luck, everybody.
amazing you are.
What? What do you mean? Why is it me again?
Amazing.
I give up. Kevin, you gotta save us. Dude, it put me back in.
I think
This game sucks.
all right.
It's alright. Kill it. Kill it. Remove it.
All right. While
I just did
while we
die.
struggle with Twitch.tv's program,
I'm letting you handle this one, bud.
Chompers almost getting back to stage.
Thank you. Thank
This
you.
edge guard is going on forever. Fair armor is not even gonna do it.
There's two?
The best
Who's
move.
the other one? The other one doesn't even show up. What the fuck is happening?
Will
I give
Chompers
up.
get
Whatever.
back to stage? The answer is yes, and he dackest. And tried to do something
think
very
it's good.
silly
I
with
don't
hammer.
know, bro.
and did not
There
get
is
it.
a thing that you can vote on for Chompers and Dinos.
Chompers? Dinos. Oh. I noticed this last game. Dino's doing a good job.
Well,
calling
there's
out the
11,000 on Chompers, so if anyone can put a single point in on Dinos, you'll make a lot of money back.
Ooh, he got it.
You have like
Spicy.
2 seconds to get a ton of money by putting in a single cent into Dinos. Like, I mean, literally a penny. Literally the smallest thank you. Whoever just did that is about to be fucking rich. Chompers is a known thrower to crash the economy. He does it all the time.
Oh. I mean, Dino's kind of playing hot this set.
Fuck you, vote for Chomp. You can keep your profits. I prefer the bear.
Ooh, nice nair. He got it again.
Chompers is going to make somebody very happy for putting in like 10 points.
Uh-oh.
I'm not gifting a sub anymore. It happens.
Oh.
Oh, look at doing now.
Where one set it was one.
He then proceeded to scan his inhaler. He had a bag of inhalers and asked the lady to scan each one individually and then coughed in her face.
Oh no. So sad.
Holy shit. If you play against and plastic Dinos again sooner or later, just want to remind you that he's just a bitch in a bear shirt that can't do anything by himself. Without his bear shirt, he is a nobody. He is nothing. He is complete failure at the genetic level in every way possible. So next time you see him in your matches, just remind yourself that plastic Dinos is an utter failure of an organism to boost that confidence of yours. Unless you are Claren, there should be no reason for you to fear Sambad. It's a good copy pasta. If I win, I get 10 points. There's no good outcome.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, goodness.
So, Dinos, I think, just running it back. Ooh, nice double grab. Didn't get the third. Armin's, like, real nasty here. Oh. So, just gotta read the 50-50, you know? Oh. Down smash, not gonna do it. He's...
Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
That was so sneaky. I thought he was going to land on a plot for sure.
Yeah.
Chomp is actually really good at using those down Bs, but Dinos just has those years of friggin' practice against it.
Yeah.
Strongest move. I breathe, sleep, think, sleep, breathe, and breathe plastic _ Dinos.
Oh. Good jab check from Dinos.
Someone's going to do it. God knows he isn't.
Ooh, nice side B grab. Ooh, he went for the down air up smash, but Chompers DIing out. Misses the Dacus. Oh, fire armor. So gross. Cheater.
Matt is a notorious cheater. I go over to him and I'm like, hey, bud, I noticed that Dinos is doing this. And he just goes, what? What? And I was shocked. I was stunned.
Oh my goodness, what a cheater. Armoring through an entire nair.
For those of you who don't know, Chompers is a big bully. Like,
Oh.
in media always portrays him as this like sweetheart, right? But outside of it, when he's like not on camera, he's a jerk. He smokes like 6 packs a day, right?
Oh,
He actually wears a wig. He actually is bald. He doesn't actually have hair. His name's Austin Wynn.
Oh. Grab.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
I like it.
Oh, so freaking
The
smart.
best move.
He's so smart.
He's so smart.
He always slides back on the stage like when you least expect him to. That's a good one, MSB. Oh, come on. Get him with the
backers!
tumbler ball.
Okay. That could have
Dino's
been
going to
it,
turn
but
this
it was
around
not.
so hard. Dinos is going to cheese this, man. I can smell it.
Oh,
I can
so
feel it in my
close.
lungs.
He's looking for it. Nice side B. He's going to avoid death, basically.
There it is.
There it is.
You can always tell when Noah's going to go for a kill. Your lungs tighten up a little bit, you know?
Yeah. So Dino's taking the first game. He wants that reset.
It's true. And I mean, this has been there's some lore on this stage, man. This used to be the stage for Chomp. Still one of his favorites. And then Dinos
God.
grounded out freaking hard to make it one of his comfort picks, just so that Matt would have to take him to one of his comfort packs. And it fucking shows, man. He has zero fear in this stage now. That's the trick, man. Take the stage that you're most likely to be counterpicked to and make it your favorite stage. Oh, goodness.
Oh, nice parry.
It's a level of mental conditioning only doable by somebody without any mental. No, he's fantastic at this. And he actually has been working really hard lately to learn neutral because he's coasted by far enough without it. And no, me aside, though, Stroder's been teaching him to play the player more. Stroder, fantastic coach for that because it doesn't matter what game he plays, he's really good at it at just a fundamental level. And speaking of being really good, Dino's decided that he actually does want to even the score back to a nice clean 8-8 or 9-9?
9-9.
9-9.
Up the down throw. I'm gonna take it though.
Plastic presidential dinosaurs. Plastic President sounds like a band name. I couldn't say band name. It's like throwing every other syllable in front of it. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
This is an interesting spot, but that dare was so ballsy. I wonder what he was trying to cover with it.
Yeah. Oh.
He was telling me he really likes these F tilts because he's noticing people have to space around you. And it's like, well, I mean, worst case scenario, I'm getting ice out and they back off because they're scared. Best case scenario, they get hit with my friggin' ginormous bossing say, and
He got the 50-50 there.
he did. Chompers cheats. He actually looks at your controller. Little nose.
There's a monitor between them, and he still looks at your controller.
Yeah, like pay attention to him. You see him like peek over. He has a little mirror underneath the desk that he looks down at.
Ooh.
But that cheat isn't going to be enough for today. See, he did it again. He looked down to see what direction Dinos was holding when he hit the F strong. It's a smart play. But Dinos isn't going to have any of that cheating. He's tricking him by not even having his controller plugged in.
Back?
We're just running it back.
Yeah, running it back.
You know what? It's still Chomper's counterpick, and it's still his favorite, so. Or one of them. Technically, I think he likes Frozen.
Oh, no.
Chomper's is cool. He's just going to go ahead, grind some knowledge, see if Dinos fucks up and gives it to him. He might still win it. Like, it can still happen. And if not, he's chilling. He's in Grands. I see him do this all the time. Hell, I do it. Set one of Grands is rarely where I see the winner side person play their absolute best, because the loser side person just came in very hot. But then they both have a set behind them, so like that Grands after the reset is usually when I see the best play from Chomp.
Ooh, nice forward strong. Not enough to kill, though.
And we are going to do another bet if Dinos does reset. So keep your pockets open and your wallets brimming.
Oh,
with
almost.
imaginary Dino nuggets.
Nice side
I don't know actually what I want the Arizona.
Oh,
I wonder if it would have killed if he
missed
committed.
it.
Do you think if he did the second swing, he could have got? I don't think it would have
I
killed.
don't think so.
I feel like Chompers would just fucking somehow turn it around and kill him for it or something.
There's the daggers, too.
Aerial parry him.
Oh. Double parry, you love to see it.
You absolutely love to see it. The buff Clara, now that's what we're talking about. I like to hear it.
Oh.
That's it. We're buffing
lost the
Clarence.
armor right on that last hit.
If Noah wins, we're nerfing her. If he loses, we're buffing her. Now we'll continue until it averages out. What is happening? Why is the chat saying to buff Sylve now? This has gone too far. That's it. Streaming was a mistake. We're canceling Rivals of Aether 2.
Oh, forward.
That was rough. But Chomp, not finding yet. That was actually really smart, and you could see Dinos jump onto the plat, like, right after. Like, there was a world where he jumped early and got hit by that. Nerf heavies? Okay, wait a minute. Now we're talking again.
Agreed.
He is pretty awesome.
Oh,
if you haven't
the
seen
down
before,
smash.
you should, I don't know if you were here earlier, but Sawtooth is a fantastic Sylvanas. And if you look at any of our VODs, like in the last 4 or 5 we had, he's in all of them doing very well. He heard Sylvanas, he saw the buff Sylvanas and was just like,
Yes!
big Sawtooth fan? Hell yeah. Oh, now you're talking. Parker suggested we make all of Sylvanas' moves do half damage, and I think he's on to something. I didn't hear that part. Deal. How about we just get rid of Bubbles at Leads and nerf Sylvanas' damage? Deal. Oh, goodness. Brett is now part of the argument from across the room. But Chompers has somehow managed to stay alive this whole time
Oh no, he's dead though.
and waited until he got to 169% before dying to make a statement. And honestly, what a statement it was.
And
I'd break down crying too if both those characters got nerfed. Be the happiest damn day of my life. Also, Jack just made like $1 bazillion from that. He was the only one to vote for you. Nixie said fuck you and put 10 on Chomp.
See, for context, I've been learning how to anti-air before.
Okay. You can't, so you know you can air dodge out, right?
Can I...
Set up the next bet.
Can I target that into the ground against that 4 player?
What's up?
I've gotten it before.
What did you say one more time?
Triangle dash into the ground and like use
If you're grounded, fucking maybe.
exactly once. And I'm trying to see if I can.
I don't know, man.
Because the idea is if I'm burning a puddle and attack
those crouches.
We'll love it more. We're gonna talk to and I bet the other selves haven't helped much. Talk to Coda. Ask if they have any ideas. It's hard. No, we'll see. We'll see. All in. What is all in for you now, Vixie?
Oh, the down smash isn't going to hit. Good spacing from Chompers.
Who made a boatload of money? Can someone in chat tell me who just made fucking bank off of betting for plastic dingus?
Oh no.
Oh, 18,000. That's you? Oh, God. Was that on Chompers?
Ooh.
Nobody. Accurate. That's what I like to fucking hear, baby. Throw that money into the void. The wrong person got picked?
Yeah, you picked Chompers. You did pick. Oh, okay.
The rich get richer, baby. Scam trade. Stupid. That's okay. I think it's really funny and very telling that they voted for that. It was given to Chompers anyway.
He really is a cheater.
He is. His action replay was on in full force.
Oh no. Oh, okay. It's gonna be even stops.
Raise your hand if you're a real diner. It's a Dinos fan.
Oh,
But
nice
we're gonna
parry.
go to Denny's tonight.
Ooh. Fair armor. Gonna cheat.
He's always cheating.
But
Oh,
he's off
I was
stage
expecting
still.
Dare. I wonder if Dare wouldn't have hit. He was
I don't think
was
so.
reading something.
Ooh, he gets it.
Well, too bad. It's a stupid name for a stupid fan base. Look at him, dude. It's Dinos. Have you seen him? Look at him.
He plays the worst character.
It's true. He plays the worst character, Noah. That's gonna be a good set though. Chomp has been kind of turned up in terms of aggression, and it's cool to see. He's also using platforms more. I think
Yeah.
that's a big thing that I don't see other bears do as often. Not that they don't
Ooh,
do.
side B.
I just don't tend to see it as often. From him as well.
Ooh.
I feel like when people say they don't see blank names of a character do something, it's like, dude, this game has like 10 total players per character.
Nice parry.
So, like, if you say you don't see it, it's like, well, I mean, that's fair. You have seen a third of the mains for the game by seeing 3 of them.
Ooh. This could be the game.
Ooh.
Chompers.
I would pick Dinos as a Noah as a joke character. It'd be really funny.
Oh, back air.
What if he's a joke character like Jigglypuff though? Where it ended up being really good. So like he has a thing where he like takes a hit of his inhaler and has like a 1 pixel hitbox, it just kills you at 0. He becomes a cheese lord.
These Maguses aren't hitting. He wants it though. Oh. Missing again. Eventually one of these Daxes are gonna hit
fuck.
and then Chompers is just gonna be dead.
Who would made
Good
Noah?
parry.
Probably like fucking Malo or something. He'd be like, haha, funny. Orkane would probably play Ash.
No. He died to the fair. That was a close game.
Modern day Slim Shady. I hear China's giggling.
Oh no,
We're going to port! Port. I just like the neutral off. We're going from tower to port.
We're just gonna go to all the same stages we went to in the first part before the reset. And just exactly the same set.
Did dude get to fuck with us?
Oh, we should
Add an L. No, you didn't lose. Didn't you see what Kevin wrote? He won, dude.
You're right. Just
Yeah,
thought of
they're
that.
just doing it for fun. See, it wasn't Kevin's fault. In the script, it did say that Chompers won. So
Yeah,
Kevin was just
Dinos-
reading the script and just, doing his job.
Dinos is going off script.
Yeah, Dinos is actually cheating again. Like, Chomp's just like, dude. Okay, you're making it look good, but, like, come on, stop.
Oh, nice parry. Ooh! I think
It wasn't your
full
fault.
Larry.
Don't blame yourself for what Noah did. Oh, okay. That's actually really good. Like, really good.
Oh.
Damn. That
Good.
tipper down tilt into the
Yeah.
jab? Fucking
Oh,
hell,
good
man.
parry on the icicles. Dinos kind of just calling out all the options.
Jeez.
Oh, he almost got that one too.
You'd think that in, Grand Set 2 that both players would be playing up their hottest, but no, I think that just happened for Noah, where he's just now activating, so I think Chompers is too. So, yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'd say both players are now actually playing hot. They decided to play the set out.
Ooh, that's so gross.
Just in time for Chompers to sit on my face.
Wow.
Happens.
Oh,
Ooh.
God. That was so scary.
A little bit, right?
Oh, no.
Back air, not going to go for the triple. Yeah, Donuts hasn't really given him the option for that. If he had, like, Jules though or something, I bet he'd go for it now. A rock wall.
Well, Dak is going to miss.
Damn right.
Dinos needs to get the stock. Like
Shout
now.
outs to Damn Danny. Yeah, this is actually kind of nuts, and now we can't get the stock because Chompers
Yeah.
just gained 2 more. So
This is really bad. He needs the stock.
it's kind of crazy.
About
You know how
10
there's like
minutes ago.
the flag and Smash that gives you an extra
Oh,
stock?
no.
Chompers, or Endless actually just has that by default.
This is really bad.
That fucking point blank dash dance in Noah's face. So smart, dude.
Oh, no.
Oh, he is Omega dead. Omega lol dead.
All right.
Okay, a little bit of pressure.
Let's see if Dinos can kind of take the stock back. He's at basically kill percent. Oh, dear. Ooh,
He always looks for it, man.
Oh, that's going to be it.
Resist, you double jump back in. You know he's waiting for it to just right back in the
Chompers
ground.
taking the 2-game lead.
Like I said, man, it is poetic watching these two fight because you see Dinos take one and then Chomp goes, you're not doing that again. And I guess they are keeping the trading sets, right? So I guess this one is Chomp's. And then the next set, winners finals next week will be Dinos win. And then Grands will also be Dinos after Chomp wins one.
We have to run back to Merchant.
Dinos literally was saying, yeah, it's his turn to win tonight. And look at him laughing. He knew. He was like, yep. You caught me. You called me out, you big bear.
That's devastating.
He gives his strongest warriors his hardest tasks. Dan Fornacy.
Oh,
I'm gonna go take a walk. Don't at me. Damn, Jack just deleted his Twitch account. Happens, bud. He went for it again.
he went for it
cheeky
again.
motherfucker.
Dinos with the tag. This is like going bad to worse. He's like about to lose another
Yeah.
stock.
So, trying to break down what exactly I'm seeing. Dinos is working on being more patient, right? Chompers excels at beating patience out of people.
Ooh, nice.
And it's kind of fucked up to watch.
Oh my god, he got armor.
I think I know what he's doing there. Maybe if he like hugs the wall and like barely gets on, you get frozen. But I think he just needs to be a little bit more patient.
Oh no! He missed the tech too. Oh, right in between the ice. Okay.
That was good
Dinos took a
patience.
stock. That's what he needed.
Starts with a stock.
Yeah, let's see
Ends
if he
with a
can.
set.
Yeah. The question is, how long can he keep this combo going? He can even out. He can even it out. That'd be
smart.
huge, but the parry.
There was a lot of option coverage happening there. Like
Yeah.
if you heard when he was off screen, Chompers did a forward air to block any attack that Chompers or that Dinos threw at him. And Dinos, knowing that he's probably forward airing, just drifts back with his aerial. Like, yeah, nah, fuck that.
Uh-oh, fair armor. Cheater.
And if he had gone in and not done fair armor, it would have hit him. So like, it's really good. They know each other well. They've played like once or twice or 16 times, 17, 18. Who's
Oh,
counting?
the forward
honestly?
air again, and that's gonna be the set.
And just like that, it is skewed +1 for Chompers now. So, no, that's fine. There's no way to make it even. Next tournament, he wins winner's side, then you reset, and then he wins grands. It's just normal, yeah. All right, Kevin. Dinos won that one.
I saw him and I was like, oh, you're funny. I might go there.
Damn, Chompers, you won twice. That's crazy. In grands.
You can't do that 2 weeks in a row. It's not great.
Yeah. Hi, Sawtooth. All right, guys. Oh, wait, did another set just start? I'm shook. Okay, no, that's the reward. Vixie now has a lot of points. Oh my god, Vixie scammed so... Oh, not even Vixie. Vixie was like... Vixie wasn't the scammer. They were the one who got like all the profit from the scam.
What are you doing Sunday night?
Sunday night? I don't know yet.
I need your help.
Oh. Maybe. We might do something. It might be online, but we might be able to do something.
Maybe.
Because I think I'm taking a big chill this weekend.
I need at least one extra hand to lab this whole time.
Okay. Alright. More mod brain damage. There's a lot more than just moderator brain damage in this house.
I think I just gotta grind it out. If I have input and replay, I need to-
The parry? The triangle dash parry?
If I'm on the ground, if I get hit by it 3 times, that's when I can air dodge down and out and then do like a short forward parry.
That's actually insane. If we lab that out, that could be huge. If you're in the air...
But it's really fucking tough. So it's something I just have to grind out the whole game for.
Can you crouch cancel bubbles? I think you can, right? You can?
Nope. It's a projectile that does less than 8% at the end.
That's interesting. Yeah.
You can crouch cancel drop it. But not
Yeah. I didn't realize that. I mean, it's just because they hit so rapidly. Bubbles are unique. Bubbles are just a unique attack, yeah.
crouch cancel at all. It's not because it hits you multiple times, you just can't.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you appreciated the extra serving of brainworms that we fed you today. I know I did. And we'll see you all next week.
Farewell.